Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 221 of the Vex on Vex Podcast, the 54th morning radio installment with my dear friend Dave. How are you, sir?
I'm fantastic, sir.
Snowmageddon Podcast.
Oh my goodness, we're going to get snowed in for weeks.
Oh my God, King!
Oh my God, he's dead!
So Tiffany just said, I'm not driving, fuck it.
Yeah, coward.
Mm-mm. She's like, the whole does not drive in the snow.
I support that decision.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's better for humanity, frankly.
If I didn't have the vehicle I have, I probably would have done it.
I have all kinds of vehicles. I'd have gotten there. I don't give a fuck. You know what's funny? My new work truck isn't 4x4.
Oh, really?
Because it stopped fucking snowing.
Look at you now.
Well, I mean, the caddy gets through anything, to be honest with you.
Really? It's like that?
Yeah. There's nothing.
It's just front-wheel drive.
Yeah, but it's unbelievable. It's like sick.
That's awesome.
And then the bus is the bus.
Yeah.
So the bus wins.
The bus.
The bus.
The bus.
The bus can't stop, but it can start real good like.
Yeah, it goes real good. That's half the equation, you know. The stopping part.
Michael Gregory is tuned in. Now, Mike, I got to be honest with you, bro. I don't know if we can do the comments as well as the holes here.
We're going to try our best.
Are we going to try? We're going to do any effort?
I'll give it a shot and see what happens.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it'll work out. Maybe it won't. My phone might die in the midst of it. Okay. We're going to see what goes down. All right. Here we go. All right. It looks like we're on. Where is it?
Dun, 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 dun.
I'll find it. Oh, there we are.
Did you find it?
Yep.
Can you see any comments?
No, can't see any comments.
That's good. That's how you know it's
now
working.
I can. Now I got it. Maybe not. Where'd it go? Whatever. Anyway, I'll find them. There, they're all there now. Good enough. I'll find it. Oh, there we are.
Did you find it?
Yep.
Can you see any comments?
No, can't see any comments. I believe in her absence, the whole is posting as the program.
That's amazing. What did she write?
It says the whole doesn't drive in the snow, and then it says you guys will be fine.
I'm very upset, actually.
Why?
You said it. We don't know if it's going to be any good now. It's been too long.
It's never really good. I mean, we just kind of sit here and talk nonsense for a couple hours, and for some reason, assholes watch this.
I would not call the listening audience assholes.
Assholes.
I'd call them lovely people.
You're all lovely assholes.
Lovely peoples and the whatnot.
The pipples.
The pipples. We have a topic.
We do?
Yeah.
What are our topics today?
Well, we're not going to just discuss it, but there's a topic.
There's several, I believe.
There always are. Yeah, we were supposed to do a Johnny Zero memorial show today, and unfortunately our guest had canceled.
Oh.
So that's kind of a thing.
Now look, see, there's comments popping up on there that I'm not seeing.
Oh, wait.
They're coming in later.
Michael Gregory wrote something.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Fuck.
Our ass.
Hold on. Lovely thing is, I'm at work where all the grunts show up to work and all the managers work from home. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
You guys will be fine. Robot is watching. Hello, Robot.
I do see that Robot is watching. I don't see Michael Gregory's comment.
I bent in to read that like my dad reading an instructions manual.
I can't see.
Putting Legos together in the early 80s.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
It's a thing.
Dad's putting stuff together back then. That's how I found out about Santa Claus.
Tell me the story. That sounds dreadful.
Oh yeah, I was like 7 years old, and I woke up the night of Christmas Eve, like in the middle of the night, to like take a piss or something. And I walked out of the bedroom and I found my dad downstairs, like shit can drunk at like 3 a.m, like trying to put a bike together. That's how I found out about Santa Claus.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was my dad.
How old again?
It's probably like 7.
I don't know, dude. That's sad.
Yeah.
I had a staircase, and I was like, I remember like leaning over and creeping, like listening, and I heard noises like, "Oh my God, it's Santa! Oh my God!" And
It wasn't.
No, it was not. Again, drunk parents.
Yeah.
And then you never understood why they always looked so fucking tired when you woke up at 6 a.m. because you're an asshole. Where's the toys? And they're like, "Oh God!" And they're sitting on the couch drinking coffee, like, "Oh God."
I used to drive my wife fucking crazy.
Tell me.
At Christmas time. All right, so everybody has their like own little like OCD things, right? Like, you know.
Oh, I can't identify at all.
Shit that you're weird about. Well, here's some of the things that I'm weird about, and they all involve folding. Right?
Okay, I'm there.
Laundry.
Yes.
If I fold the laundry, it is immaculate.
Mine too.
It is perfect.
Mine too.
Also, if I wrap gifts, They are immaculate. They are perfect.
Not me.
They are brilliant.
Okay.
They look fantastic.
Okay.
The problem is when you have a small child and it's 1 a.m. on Christmas Day and you're trying to wrap presents and your significant other has wrapped 17 presents and you have wrapped 2.5.
Because it's immaculate.
Because it has to be immaculate because I'm a weirdo. Yes, it causes some disconcertion.
In my brain, it's the woman's job to wrap the gifts. Now, I know that might sound sexist.
It does. In fact, very much so.
We had a 3-bedroom row home, and I think my mother used to go into the center bedroom and wrap all the gifts leading up to Christmas. So that shit was done way before.
Yeah, it's not how we operated.
It's not how we operated. Like, and then I think she was probably smart to do it while I was at school, which would make a lot of sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a thing. Yeah, I don't know, man. How old were you when you figured it out? Do you remember?
Figured out what?
Well, you saw your dad at 6 or 7.
Yeah, I kind of knew that.
Was it a domino thing when like we have something?
Yeah, I found the comments.
Okay.
I can bring them up now.
Okay.
Robot says, "Good morning, gents.
Good morning.
Lovely asshole loves watching."
That's awesome.
Cobalt Zero says, "Sorry, I couldn't make a gang."
No problem. We love you.
And our dear friend Gail says, "Good morning."
Hello, Gail.
Hello.
Hmm.
What? What is?
I'm afraid she's going to back out of the intergender wrestling competition.
That's not a thing.
It is a thing.
It can't be a thing.
Which, the backing out of the thing?
Backing out. Can't be.
I feel like she's going to back out.
Nah, I don't like that.
Like she's here and she'll be like, yeah, yeah. And then she thinks about her career and her life and being an adult. And what if she's in a loving relationship and she's like, hold on, honey, I have to go beat up men in Vex's yard for the next 6 hours. I'll see you later.
I mean, yes.
I don't know. I don't see it going over well.
I feel like it might work.
Unless she brought whoever the guy, and he's like, if he hangs out, then that's good. I like that.
I mean, that would be a solid relationship tester, right?
But I feel like a lot of middle-aged men would not understand the weirdness that is our podcast.
If he watched the program, maybe he would understand.
He doesn't watch the program.
Well, maybe he should. Does this person even exist yet?
I don't know. I don't know her life. I'm just saying she's getting real adult-like recently.
That sounds silly.
I know.
Maybe she's just shell-shocked from, her last foray into the podcast.
We are dark here. It's a thing. People pass out.
Oh, yeah. Fall down, pass out.
And it's morning radio, which is ironic. Okay.
Who gets that drunk in the morning? Oh, wait. Most of the people that come, including myself.
And then people are bad influences for other people. It's a whole dominoes falling thing.
It is a thing.
I look over, they're all shit-faced. I was like, oh, that's glorious there.
I didn't have to look over. I was shit-faced.
You were, yeah, are you ever?
Yeah. I am. I was shit-faced on Saturday.
What was Saturday?
We played that show.
Oh, but you weren't until after you played, right?
No, never before.
You played early, too.
Yeah, we opened.
It was kicking it off. So are you guys on good terms again? Is everything fixed?
It would appear.
Because the other band is supposed to be playing somewhere else. Now they're playing there on that date, and they were kind of also blacklisted, I thought. So
No, I don't know.
Has it all been resolved?
It seems so. It's cautiously optimistic, we'll say.
I have to book something for, I think, May. I think we're booked until May.
Okay. Book a May show.
So I need a May show.
We'll take it.
I need a June show and a July show. And then you worry about the fall,
Sure. I'm like working on March right now.
Yeah, we're luckily we're done for March, which is cool. And then April's done, which I forgot was done. And then I have to do May, June, July, August. And the record's coming, so that's a thing.
What do you have in April? You have a date?
Oddity.
What's the date?
I don't know.
Okay.
Why?
I'm asking. Because my birthday's in April.
When's your birthday? April what?
25th.
Oh, it's way earlier than that.
Okay.
You're 425, huh?
Yep.
That's interesting. Did we do anything for it last year? We had to do something.
We played a show somewhere last year.
Well, which we? Because there's a couple of we's in your
You
life.
and I believe.
Oh, for real? Well, then we did something for your show.
Yeah.
There you go. That's nice.
I think.
I think mine got canceled for September. Oh, it did get canceled. It was kind of a birthday show, and then it got canceled. And then we had a weird party here, which was actually really nice.
That's cool.
It is cool, actually. We do like partying here. It's a thing.
That is cool.
Dun, 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 dun. All right. So you catch your dad. Was it a domino effect? Because for me, when I figured it out, I was watching television and I figured it out. And I asked my mom, and she's like, yeah. And then I left and I was like, wait, is the Tooth Fairy also not real? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, what about the Easter Bunny?
Yeah, I kind of figured. I guess
so. It all came together like it's 6 years old.
Yeah, probably. I was like 7.
That's so sad.
I was already terrified of the Tooth Fairy, though. I was scared of the Tooth Fairy.
Conceptually, I just love that I got money at the end. And my mom was fancy. She bought like a little pillow from like, and the tooth went in it, and there was a side for the money. It was like a fancy fucking ordeal. She took having a kid pretty fucking seriously. Like she loved all the accoutrements, if you will.
That's good.
Yeah, it was good.
I don't know. I don't think that was a thing. No. I'm pretty sure at least one point, I put my mother put a lost tooth in like an empty pill bottle. Like the orange, like medicine bottles, like you get prescriptions.
That's so disturbing on so many levels. Like I want to laugh, I'm laughing, but oh my god, that's so sad.
Well, look, Mom had a lot of prescriptions, and still does.
I didn't know your mom was still with us.
Yes.
No shit. Really? Yeah. I didn't know that. Are they in your lives?
My mom is.
Really?
Yeah.
You gotta get her on the podcast.
That could go one of two ways, and there's not going to be any middle ground.
She's going to scream at us?
No. She'd either be awful or she'd be hysterical.
Oh, we've done awful before. We can do awful. We can carry awful.
My mom's a good time. I mean, she's an amazing person.
So you have love? Like you're not like angry?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Because there's a little dodgy there for a minute.
No, Mom is ill-equipped to deal with like reality.
My real mother was the same way.
Doesn't do well.
So I'm not very happy with my real mother situation, although she's no longer with us either.
The only thing I can say this, at her core as a person, she's a wonderful human being. She's a very good person.
Your butt? What's the big butt?
But she's a bit of a train wreck. So there's that.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
Not tremendous.
I can deal with train wreck as long as like, you know, you have a decent heart about you, which she does, you know. So that's good.
All right.
She's a bit of a nutcase.
Are you ready for the big moment?
I'm ready.
The biggest thing we've been waiting to discuss the entire week.
Which I'm not sure why we all found this so fascinating.
It is fascinating. When you shower, Dave, which direction do you face and why? But don't say anything yet. We're going to call the hole.
All right.
And we're going to put her on.
We're bringing the hole in via phone. And now there's just going to be dead air while the phone.
Oh, hello. So, when in the shower, which direction do you face and why?
I face back towards the shower head. And the reason why is I don't want all that water and shit in my face real fast. And if it's hot water, your skin feels really dry. Like my face feels really dry. So I always go back to the shower head. Johnny Mac does the polar opposite. He faces the front.
What?
Because I asked him and I have it via text.
Psychotic.
That is psychotic.
Who does that?
And he said it's just something he always did. Although when he's soaping up, he turned, like his back is turned away.
Well,
I do literally the exact opposite thing.
Wait, you soap up facing?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I don't.
Well, Dave has an input too, darling.
But I kind of back up though. Like I'm not like facing it. Like
I have the weirdest one when I soap up. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, go. Are you sideways?
I'm fucking sideways.
Fucking weird.
And exactly, my right shoulder faces the fucking shower, and this happened every single day, including this morning. I was like, "There's something wrong." Then
there is.
I start with my nether regions and work my way out.
Okay.
I don't know what that's about either. When I soap, and then I spin when it's time to work on like my feet and stuff.
Okay.
With my back.
Choreography in the shower.
Yeah, and then when I first get in, I full on front face it to douse everything. And then I go to my side, I grab the soap, I start working, and then when I get to my feet, my back is to the water.
No. Dude, you're fucking weird.
That's out of this world.
That's not that weird.
I feel like it is.
You're doing choreography in the shower. You're spinning. You got one shoulder. It's like a fucking hokey pokey, dude. Really?
Literally. It's called grand gestures, and it's glorious. Okay.
Right.
Everything I do is grand gestures.
Of course it is.
Oh, we have comments coming in.
Or what are the comments for the shower?
All popped up at once, which I have no idea why that happened. Gail says apparently she says relationship.
Question mark, right?
No, there's no question mark. So apparently Gail is involved with someone.
Exactly, and she's not going to do cool shit anymore in the program.
I feel like maybe that's not true.
It's already starting.
Is she going to do the wrestling?
I doubt it.
Oh, that's bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Oh, Tiff, thank you. She says, I can take off more often. Alcoholic Gopher is doing great. I'm really not. I'm not sure how this works at all, and I hate it.
We are flailing.
Yep. Robot says, my laundry is never folded, just stuffed in my drawers. My present wrapping is on point. Being the oldest of 4 siblings, I learned from my parents how to wrap.
How the fuck do you stuff your clothes in a drawer? Is it the 70s?
Stuff them in there.
That's insanity.
Gail
I
says,
mean, we
I
don't
am
do
not.
that here, but I get it. When I was little, I used to just ball shit up and throw it in there.
I didn't even touch laundry when I was a child. I didn't touch laundry when I was in my fucking 20s, I think.
I don't think I do either.
Go ahead. Gail said what?
She says, I am not.
Then be cool, Gail.
Yeah, be cool.
Keep going.
There's a lot of Michael Gregory says, my weirdest shower routine includes singing loudly to an Amazon Echo solely to annoy my lovely neighbor.
I mean, I think he's lying, but that's funny.
Angie and Samantha are both watching and say good morning.
Good morning, ladies.
Hello.
That's it?
That's all I got so far.
All right, so Tiff,
Yes.
your back is to it the entire time, and that's it?
Yes, because I don't like the water like in my face like that.
I
And if it's like hotter water, I feel like my skin gets very dry.
How you pronounce the word water is amazing.
It's water, and
It's
I'm not
water.
going to fucking discuss it. Let me live with my pronunciation.
Aren't you from Delaware?
I'm from Chester, bitch.
You're really from Chester?
Yeah.
That's why you're so gangsta. I
I'll
didn't.
go for life.
Oh my God, Chester. Oh my God, have you been there lately, darling?
Yeah, when I go see my dad, I purposely get off at the shitty exit off the Conway Bridge.
My dear friend.
I took Johnny Mac through it one night from coming back from Bar 13. We drove separate, and there was road construction on 95. So I'm like, oh, follow me. I got a great little shortcut. He was shitting his fucking pants when we got off the exit. I'm like, just keep driving straight. He goes, I think I just heard a gunshot. I'm like, you probably did. You're fine.
All right. The last time I was in Chester, of course, it's the Johnny Zero story, right?
Right.
He lives in Delaware, and he's out of fucking alcohol, and then Sunday you can't buy alcohol, right?
Yeah.
So it's late Saturday night, and someone's getting the
Yeah, in
shakes.
Delaware.
Yeah, he was, I don't know, he was very upset. So we had to drive to Chester, which of course sold alcohol. Of course it did.
Right.
And I think I was in like some dreadful food store in Chester, and he's like, this wine will suffice, man. This is perfect. Like 2 fucking giant 5-gallon things of wine, 5-gallon, but gallon things of wine. I was like, this will be okay.
You got that good wine.
I feel like I should have a bell. Should I use the bell?
Go ahead, Dave.
All right,
Should
so
I just stay on here and read the fucking comments myself?
It'd be nice if you
that would
did.
be amazing.
Okay, I can do
'Cause-
that.
'cause
But
this
if I get a
sucks.
phone call through, well, fuck it, I can disconnect.
No, just read the comments now. I'll let you go in a minute. This is fine.
Okay, so Samantha Fire Pants wrote, exactly, Tiffany, blah, blah, blah. Michael said, my singing has been used to make prisoners in Guantanamo confess the crimes they never commit.
That's pretty good.
Mine
I'm
too.
going to screenshot that. And Samantha said, it's water. Wooder. It's water.
Oh, yeah, because Samantha can fucking spell. That's who I go to for clarification of the English language.
While you're reading them, Gail says you should
Yes,
stay.
please, stay on, Tiffany.
Does say that.
Well, you know, Gail, you could arrive.
Yeah. Come on
You
by.
guys are doing fine, though. Dave read them like a fucking champ.
Because you're here. It's good because you're here. As soon as we hang up, it's going to suck.
But once I figure out how to actually
But
see the
YouTube
comments,
looks good
it
and
works
it
out.
sounds good, though, to be honest.
And we have
No
you,
issues going there.
and you're featured prominently in the YouTube today.
You
And I
are.
love that, as well as I should. And I can see a little bit of Johnny Zero in the corner with Jesus.
You can see. Oh, on the latest.
I only can see his face, though. If you move that picture over, kind of cover mine a little bit, you'll see Johnny and Jesus the whole picture.
Johnny and Jesus.
Dun, dun,
And Gail said, I'm essential, so they tell me.
It's not Johnny and Jesus. It's Johnny and the Godfather.
That's close enough.
Where's the Johnny and Jesus picture?
It's right in front of it.
Johnny
You
and
need to
Jesus.
move it in front of mine.
No, we represent you. Johnny's on now. He's
We're-
okay.
I
Not
got my
rearranging.
face on the vodka bottle.
Oh,
We're not rearranging the set for you.
I was just going to say
You're
that.
not even here.
Okay, if you turn that a little bit more.
No.
Michael Gregory says we need a whole stick in.
Just a scooch, you can actually see you in the picture.
I don't want to be in the picture. They know what I look like. I'm the ugly guy on the left.
I'm trying to be nice. And Dale said, I'm essential, so they tell me. Michael Gregory said, we need a whole stick head now.
Yeah, I agree.
No, Mike, because she shows the fuck up. Although I was very grateful he came to the New Year's Eve party. I'm not going to lie about that.
But still did not commit to wrestling, though.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Or he wants me white Kamala. He says if I can let him paint his body like that, he'll do it.
I will help
Get
paint.
that in writing.
So
Everybody needs to sign a commitment form.
well, you have to get us. You. Fuck
Kamala, right?
No, it's Kamala.
I'm not fucking around because they're going to find out.
I'm not fucking around.
It's not a. It's not. We also need the release form so they don't fucking sue me for getting their leg broken in my yard.
Well, I'll get them ready too. Everybody will get a copy.
And I think we're actually going to have delivery of the fucking bouncy house next month.
Oh my god, it's gonna be
Jesus
great.
Christ.
So in February, it's going to be here.
I mean, are you guys are we going to test it out first?
I wonder
so.
if I could put it up in my living room to see what it looks like.
It's probably too big.
It's a big living room.
That's not going to fit in there.
I think it's gonna be too tall.
The height's not a problem.
I think it is.
It's not tall.
Yeah, but it's the width probably.
Which is it, ladies? The height or the width?
Girth. It's the
Girth? I'm not girthy.
Definitely the girth. For me, it's the girth.
I have length, but I'm not girthy.
Nah, I have the exact opposite problem. It's 3 inches long, but it's 6 inches wide. I never hit bottom, but I fuck up the sides.
But
When's Dave doing a shot?
I don't know when Dave's doing a shot.
Dave has to drive home for Snowmageddon.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So he's only going to have 3 shots on the air today.
Ah! The Snowmageddon Podcast. Breaking news.
Fuck all that.
Yeah,
Fuck
she did.
all
She's
that.
like, it's snowing. I don't drive in the snow. I'm not coming.
And listen, here's the thing. Anybody that
You
knows
know-
me, I don't fuck around in it. If it starts snowing, I don't drive. If it's mid-snow, nope, not happening. Fucking winter squall, you can go fuck yourself. My ass stays in.
So wait, if
So
you're at the
angry
store,
about snow.
if you're at the store and it starts, you just don't go home?
No, somebody's gonna fucking come and get me. I'm not driving.
Oh wow.
So you want to
I
risk
don't
2
do that.
people's
Like,
lives
I'll
now?
drive in rain all day long.
It's literally just frozen rain.
I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm not driving in it, and that's my God-given right. Let me live with my decision.
I can mock it. Yeah, see? Oh.
Don't be like that, or I'll unfriend you.
Oh my god! Do we discuss it?
I mean-
Here, yes, we're going to discuss it.
They're obviously not watching.
All right. For those of you in podcast land, there was a musician who was in Starscream for years, actually, who then before that I'd known for like a decade, who has now decided, for no reason that we know of, although we kind of suspect, to unfriend Johnny Mac, Tiffany, myself, and Dave. He's unfriended all of us.
Who I just found out this morning I was unfriended.
I found out last night, so I feel you. And then
I feel some kind of way.
the new bass player of Starscream, totally his friend. And King Sam, totally his friend. I'm the asshole. No matter what happens.
It's because you're smug.
Is it because I'm smug?
Yeah.
The last one unfriended me because I was smug.
That's fair.
So that's a
I
thing.
can see that.
Just shit, but tell me I was fucking cracking up because I think we may have cracked the case.
Maybe.
I'm calling bullshit regardless.
You're officially going bullshit?
I mean, until I see actual whatever,
Forms.
I'm calling bullshit.
All right, Dave, this is your cue.
And here's the thing. Michael Gregory said, I drive Uber in a fucking hurricane. Okay, well, guess what, Michael Gregory? You could have had an Uber drive you to Vex's house when you were supposed to be on the fucking show.
Yeah!
I mean, she has a point.
Right?
Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home.
Country roads. The place where we go for pills.
West Virginia made it call.
I heard she's not a fucking doctor there yet. Like, what the fuck's the point of going? That's the whole point.
Everybody has a doctor
And
there.
Shotgun Annie said, Tiffany is on fire. Gail said, thank you.
Gail, are you wrestling or not? Commit. Commit.
We'll send you over the appropriate forms later.
The documentation. The attorney will be there on Thursday.
I'll draft them fuckers up right now.
So we need a commitment form and then a release form. They're not going to sue.
There's more to add to the list. Apparently, check the comments.
Check the comments, darling.
Oh my God, Angie's unfriended too.
Is it everything podcast related?
I don't know.
It must be podcast related.
I
Although,
need to check something.
but then Elliot's not podcast related.
I think we should. I think we should take.
You do whatever you want. You can block, unfriend. I really don't give a shit. But when I feel like you don't have good reason and you're just being a dick, you go fuck yourself.
Unfriending Saint Johnny Mac is the creepiest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Listen, because he's the fucking God's favorite.
Literally.
Why would you do that? The guy is so fucking nice. I could see you unfriending me.
Or me.
I'm a little bit too much.
Or Vex. He's smug.
No! I bent over backwards for this person. For
And we're
real.
probably smug the entire time.
That's true. That makes a lot. That holds water.
What does?
That dog will hunt.
That the whole time I was helping that person, I was smug. So that makes sense.
But listen, Dave's good for what he does.
Yeah,
You
I am.
barely make it, and now we're all unfucking friended.
That's fine.
It's been a time.
It's been a great time.
Angie, I'm shocked.
Angie just said she was like deleted.
Wow.
My thing is though, if you're going to do that,
I mean, look,
Shotgun Annie's still his friend.
Look, I understand that you blocked the talent on the program, but why the caterer?
Why the caterer?
What did they ever do except bring tacos?
Why the music supplier? What is that?
It's the in-house band he's
Oh.
Now,
I don't know.
Gail said, I absolutely want to. Okay, Gail, you're saying you absolutely want
That's
to.
not
so
a
that means
definite
you
at all.
are.
No, but then she backed out of something else already, so I was scared. But if she says she's in, she's in.
Yeah, because we can't do a Michael Gregory and pull last minute shit and back out.
Yeah, Michael Gregory is the worst. Although, again, I had so much fun that he came to New Year's. That was very,
Michael
very nice.
Gregory is not the worst. He hasn't blocked any of us.
All right, now you both talked over each other. So what happened?
I said his wife was amazing because she was like for shizzle drunk izzle.
Then Dave's taking a shot right now.
Speaking of which,
Yay, did you take a video of that?
No!
Oh, that's fucked up.
I'm on the phone with you. How would I take the video? Maybe if you were here.
Okay, you turn the fucking phone and take the picture.
No, I don't think you understand.
I got burner phone, so I got two going.
Oh, do you?
I'm trying to read comments here while I watch the podcast in front of me, and the lag of my head movement is very strange to me.
You guys look good on YouTube, though. Like, it looks good. Gail said, I want a shot.
Well, you know where we are, essential worker.
Not hard to find, and I'm not hard to talk into with more shots.
And frankly speaking, her vehicle would handle very well in the snow.
Yeah, so get here.
See, my vehicle's not great. Like, when I'm, even with the rain and stuff, like, it just isn't a good.
It's a Kia.
Well, fuck you, then.
It's a go-kart. You own a go-kart.
It's
Which
a
is
clown
awesome.
car. I get it. I get it.
And it's not like, all right, is Johnny Mac's truck a Kia?
Yes, he's got the Sorrento.
But that's really fucking nice, right? So, like,
Oh, and what kind? A piece of shit?
I mean, it's a go-kart. I saw it with my eyes.
If we come up with
If
some
someone
cash, can we
driven
lift your
with me
vehicle?
in the go-kart, please don't judge. Don't be a smug asshole.
Well, number one, that's what I am. Let's be honest. I am what I am, Olive.
I am what I am.
Is it Olive Oil? Is that her name?
Yes,
Olive Oil?
olive oil.
Oh, boy.
It's a great name. All right, here, help me out. Is it Bluto or Pluto?
It's Pluto with a B as in bitch.
And then
Correct.
Pluto is from Disney, right?
Yes.
Pluto's the fucking planet.
I thought it was a dog.
Yep. Pluto
Oh
is a-
yeah, it's the little brown dog.
All right,
Yeah, you're right.
so why does Goofy have a dog when I thought Goofy was a dog?
Goofy is a dog, but he has a job. He drives a car and wears clothes.
But why does he have a dog then?
I don't know.
Isn't that slavery?
No, but you know,
It sounds like slavery with like more steps.
that's just slavery with more steps.
I didn't know there was steps. Is there a rider form about your steps that you gotta take?
That is actually a Rick and Morty reference, darling.
Oh, okay. I only know Judge Morty.
Alcoholic. Opium addict.
And opium is better. Like, if you're going to be one, opium's the one.
Which is, that's probably up there on my list of favorite Rick and Morty's. That's a good episode.
I thought you were going to say favorite drugs.
No.
Wait, Dave did opium?
Oh my God. You didn't get opium?
Actually, yes, but we're not going to talk about it.
Oh my God, that's so amazing.
You did the oaks?
It's different.
That's like heroin, right? They're in the same order, aren't
Pretty
they?
much, yeah. They're okay.
But way worse.
I don't know. I think heroin's
Fireman
worse.
said that's why his name is Goofy, because Goofy doesn't make any sense, LOL.
And it isn't like, I don't know, wasn't Walt Disney really into Nazis and shit?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he was.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
All right.
Like short of wearing his marching jacket and shit.
I fight crime in a rubber suit. Really seals it.
Oh my God, it's so good. And that's Pete Holmes, right?
I don't know who it is.
That's and Pete Holmes isn't really funny, so that's pretty good.
It's awesome.
Pete Holmes had that TV show called Crashing on HBO for 2 seasons.
It was like an
I never saw that.
buffet.
It wasn't a good show. You didn't miss anything.
Nothing was off limits.
It really seals in the flavor.
In an order that would surprise.
Oh my God, ask
and
them
not
out.
match.
Why are you telling me this?
Oh, you motherfucker.
Again, inside jokes that no one gets. No.
He's right.
Hey, guy who breathes through a crab.
Most guests don't do well, but there's a chosen few that do really well. Ron Kaiser being one of them.
Ron's just as fucked up as we are, though.
We were talking about this off air before we started the program, and we think maybe it's just a vocalist thing.
Good talk.
I guess she hung up.
But I'm not a vocalist, though.
No,
No, you're psychotic.
yeah, you fit right in.
Listen. It
Linda?
really grinds my fucking gears
That you're psychotic? Me too.
that you say that. It's not documented anywhere.
Oh my God, you want a list? Get a pen. Let's start with...
Listen, documented of intermittent explosive behavior, yes.
Okay.
Psychotic, no.
Ruining literally 2 lifelong careers in one
That
fail...
you know of.
No, that was the first
That
stop.
you know of.
That was the first one. So you did that, right? That was you?
Yes, I sure did.
Fornicating with a spare tire of blubber laying on your backside for the better part of, what, half a decade?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure, I believe.
That is madness.
Can confirm.
And he was kind of gay, right?
Super gay.
Definitely on the down low, but not really down low because I found him on the Backpage website.
Can you be kind of gay? Is that a thing? Can you be kind of gay?
All right. Here's the question.
Hold, please. Ron Kaiser's wife's watching.
Okay.
Is she commenting?
No, she just popped in.
Here's the question. Tiffany, the Hole, and Mr. Dave.
Yes.
How many dicks do you have to suck before you're a homosexual?
3.
3. It's 3 dicks.
Yeah.
So just 2
Oh
dicks.
my God, 3?
I feel like if it's 1, you're just a gay guy now.
All right.
Yeah, once you do 1, like what you can't do a half. Or I mean,
Well, what if he doesn't finish? What if you're like, oh my God, it tastes awful, and you stop?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
There was still a dick in your mouth.
Right, what are you trying to confirm by like having 3?
Yeah, what's that about, Dave?
Okay. 1, maybe you're young and foolish and you were just experimenting.
No.
You don't know.
All right.
All right,
2, maybe you got a little too fucked up and it happened. Like Janie Lake.
Ron Kaiser's wife said good morning. Keep going, Dave.
Good morning. And 3 is just to make sure. 3 is just to confirm.
But that's like 3 too many for me, 1 too many for other people.
I mean, look, I don't know how many dicks you suck. That's not up to me. That's
She's not a-
part of-
We're not talking about me. I'm not
Okay. I'm also not gay.
gay.
I'm only half gay.
And you can't be half gay.
No. Nothing to do with the sexuality. Love the style. Love the style and the mannerisms. No gay sex.
You know why you love the mannerisms, right?
Because I'm gay.
No, because you know what gays have, right?
Fun.
Grand gestures.
He ties it all together.
I just brought it home.
Brought it home. Grand gestures.
Grand gestures. It's a thing. Am I wrong though?
I don't know. I don't know if my mother catered to my femininity or preferred it because maybe she wanted a little girl instead of a little boy.
Okay.
But like, I remember that she wasn't weirded out if I asked questions about like, polishing the nails and the makeup and all that shit. But then I don't know, as soon as like hormones kicked in, I very much appreciated the female form, like in every aspect.
I knew very early.
Gail said, I definitely thought Vex was a gay when I first met him.
Me too.
I mean, I could, okay. Ew.
I mean, I was just told by the person I was seeing that you thought I was his sponsor. Don't tell Vex how good he looks because it'll go to his head.
But I thought you're too pretty to be with that fucking guy, so that was impossible. That was with the discussion. We're like, well, she's pretty, and he looks like shit, so there's no fucking way they're together.
Fuck off. You seen my wife?
You're handsome. You just don't know it.
I am not.
Really? The fucking...
He really is, though. Dave really is.
The current default picture of our podcast is your face.
Yeah, but that's a portrait.
And it's handsome.
It's because it's for...
You'd fuck that guy.
Probably, yeah. But that's just ego.
But when Dave had that picture, and I have it in my files, of him with his, like, suit, or I think his dress...
Handsome.
The dog, very handsome.
I clean up nice.
That's the point.
Right.
Some people don't have that ability. Like, there was a bass player who was in my band. You couldn't do anything with him visually.
That's tough.
All right, Gail said he's definitely not, and I'm assuming that means you're not gay. Okay. Derek said, Dave, you're a handsome man.
Oh,
Ron
thanks,
Kaiser
Derek.
said, good morning, fuckers.
Good morning, Ron.
We miss you, Ron.
We do.
But I think he's going to be here next week.
Yes.
Oh, good.
He's back.
It's his birthday, I think, next week.
Holy shit, for real?
Ron, you want to get hammered on the air tomorrow, next week?
No, I don't think it's next week. I don't know.
Double check. Hold, please.
I don't believe it.
Keep talking amongst yourselves.
Derek said no homo.
No homo.
Yeah, so seriously, that's the thing.
What's a thing?
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Like, definitely people think you're gay out the gate.
Dave thought I was gay.
I definitely did. I didn't. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say I thought that, but I definitely had suspicions.
Yeah.
And then I started asking people.
Like, you just really, like, primped yourself to, you know what I mean? That's all I thought. But I was like, damn, so-and-so, he looks really fucking great. He's like, don't tell him that. I'm like, well, that's rude.
Yeah.
Turns out it was true, though.
We were like, there's no way she would fuck that guy. They're not together.
Listen,
It's
really,
not
it wasn't even like fucking that guy. It was bad. Okay, so Ron Kaiser's wife said it's in September.
Told you.
Ron Kaiser said his birthday was this week.
No,
next week.
Ron's near mine. We're like very close to each other in age.
Oh, okay. And Daniel DeStefano said, I would kind of agree. No offense.
Do I know that person?
I work with
And
him.
he works with Dave.
Yeah, don't ask your wife who she hung out with before she met you, sir.
But
Bump.
I see what you did.
I see what I did there? Because she knows.
No,
It was this week.
No, no, it's not. It's September. Because we went to the Motorhead show when I turned 40. Ron and I were at the same Motorhead show. And it was right around our birthdays. Like, it was like a week apart.
I'm just saying to myself, whose fucking birthday did I think was this week that was coming on a show? I don't fucking know.
I don't know if anybody's birthday is this week.
You're just making stuff up.
Maybe I am, and I'm definitely not drunk.
Well, we don't know that.
Well, you do know that.
Maybe you're too impaired to drive.
Could be a thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Blame the snow, sure. Closet alcoholic. I could not go do the program and get drunk early, which doesn't really make sense because you could get drunk on the program every week with me.
This is very true. Gail said, I can have another birthday. I mean, Gail, would you be willing to go down that rabbit hole again? Because
Fuck it, Gil. What are you doing a week from today? We can set that up right now.
What are you doing right now?
She's at work. She never takes off, by the way, ever.
I try not to.
It's weird. No, but
she probably gets a lot of time, though.
No, she gets a lot of money, A. And then B, she has she has a lot of time and she never uses it ever. Not that it's my
He
business.
just said, yes, I will.
Wait, who said what?
Gail said, yes, I will.
So Gail's taking off next Friday and she's coming here and she's bringing 2 bottles of whiskey like last time.
Game on.
Holy shit.
So that means her and Dave will really be throwing back the shot.
And Ron's...
And yeah, Ron, too.
And then we could probably try to get the Godfather.
Ron's definitely going to be here next week.
Yeah, Ron's coming.
I got a present for Ron.
If it's a picture of your dick, that's just
never
weird.
Mind. Gail said no, go
those.
down the rabbit hole again.
So yeah, Gail's not...
She's not coming next week.
I knew it.
Also, after Ron's last appearance, it finally dawned on both of us that we were not friends on Facebook. I'm like, I mean, how am I not friends with that dude? Like,
how have you not met before now?
I mean, we've met before.
Because of the drummer thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Get hammered up.
Hammer drunk.
Hammer drunk.
Gail said, let me see if I can take off.
Yes.
You can take off.
She has to.
Yeah, but she doesn't use it. Like, so
Fucking use it.
I think it's the
That's
back
part of your compensation, Gail.
I think that's the back end of her career where you use it up for, like, and she retires 5 years early or something. Like,
I think you're allowed to do that.
Shotgun Annie said I might be able to stop by.
Yes! Well, no, that's because Annie's going to work the second job, so if she's off Friday, it would be ideal. Oh my God, it would be a party. That would be so awesome.
Right.
Unless it fucking snows again. Yay.
Fuck it. We'll get snowed in here.
Getting snowed in would be amazing.
Yeah, it would.
I don't have enough buckets for all the ladies.
Would it though?
Yes.
It's a big house.
I mean,
Yeah, that I agree. But I think I'd probably be drunk within a few hours.
Yeah, but you're great drunk, and then you stay up all night talking to the fucking drug guy. So you've done time here. I went to bed and you were up. That's fucked up.
Gail has a winning comment up right now.
What is it?
It says, I'll drive everyone and bring my own bucket.
I mean, that's amazing.
And she just said, wait, I didn't need the bucket.
Yeah, but you left before you might have.
No, but the other person needed the bucket.
Somebody
remember?
else needed a bucket, and
That
it wasn't me.
That did happen.
Okay, hold please. Michael Gregory said, Fire Pants is mad she's dealing with the milk, bread, and eggs crowd and should go on the podcast event.
I agree.
It's true. Here's where I'm confused about that. Like an asshole, after work, I stopped in at ShopRite yesterday to get a few groceries, and it was just a million old people. Like a million. And it's never that way in the middle of the day, right? So I get my groceries. I'm in line forever for self-checkout, which sucked. I go to my truck. I come home. Everything's fine. I even drove last night. I went out to McDonald's. Like, everything's fine, right?
Yeah.
And then, why are they there today during the snowstorm? Wouldn't they do it early and not go out today?
Well, I think they kind of thrive on going there in, like, the panic and the rush and the fucking stampeding.
It's weird.
You know, killing young and old, like, trampling them to death like it's a fucking Black Friday sale.
They're not Buffalo.
They're not Buffalo, he says.
What is stampeding? Stampeding. Old
But
people
you
don't
know what I'm
stampede.
saying.
Well,
Have you ever had to
How
go?
many people are eating all the milk, bread, and eggs? Like, are you making this huge fucking breakfast for, like, 10 people?
cream chip beef is amazing.
I'm hanging up. You know, I'm hanging up on that fucking thing. You just ruined it for me.
All right, have a lovely morning, darling.
She's quitting the show.
Bye. Yeah, she quit again. Again.
No, but seriously, like, have you ever gone to a supermarket like early in the morning?
Yeah, of course I have. Why?
Like right when they open, like 7 a.m. You ever been there?
Yes.
Yeah, it's nothing but octogenarians. Like they're 1,000 years old.
You're upset by this?
No, it's fun to watch.
It is fun to watch.
Because
But if you want to navigate through, what happened to me is I think I was supposed to work and then it might have gotten canceled. Or I went to the gym excessively early, and then after the gym, I went there because the gym's like 24 hours.
okay.
So I probably went at like 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. right when they opened. And then I remember it was a thing, but to navigate around, it was a much slower experience. Like it was...
Yeah, it's like time slowed down.
Yes.
You figured those fuckers would be the ones in a hurry.
Well, no, they have... Why?
Because they don't have much time left.
No, all right, you think that, right? But then so the big thing for them is they went to the grocery store. That's their entire day. They go home, they might make a meal, they go to bed at 4 p.m. Like, this is the whole day. This is the big, like, the outing. Whoa, we went to the store.
Yeah.
I had an uncle like that.
Bed Bath & Beyond, if there's time.
Is that still a store? I thought it kind of closed.
I have no idea.
Hole, look it up.
It's just a place filled with shit you don't need, is all that is.
In the 90s, I loved Bed Bath & Beyond.
Why? Because you're gay?
Half gay.
There's no such thing.
Except there is.
Ask Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh, because he's an authority. How many dicks has he sucked?
Well, that's his whole stand-up bit.
I remember
back in the day, he's like, I don't understand this whole bisexual thing.
Trans testicles.
Either you suck dicks or you do not suck dicks.
And I've actually carried that along my entire life as a theory.
Okay, well then you're not gay.
I know I'm not gay.
Unless you sucked a dick.
Never sucked a dick. Never thought about sucking a dick. I have no desire to suck a dick. It actually makes you go, horror! Like it's a visceral reaction to it.
Well,
Like I don't.
You give a bad blowy then.
I would never give a blowy.
You don't know that.
Number one, I do know that. If I go to prison and they put something in my mouth, I'm biting it off. So good luck. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Kill you.
All right. There's a great sentence in this movie. It's called the butterfly effect. You ready?
I remember that movie.
Shit on my dick, blood on my knife. Blood, please. I'm going out. Kill me. Come on.
Fair.
I'm okay with that.
Fair.
You're not fucking me. You could try, but I'm gonna fucking hurt you a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the theory I've heard before is they use a pipe and they knock all your teeth out.
Prison is no fairy tale world.
I still have gums, and I'm a crafty fuck. Like, I'll jam a fucking paperclip in my gum or something. I'm taking your dick off.
I don't think you have time to plan for that. I think it just kind of happens.
That's A. B, I've been advised by many people who've spent time in jail, who've worked for me in prison, actually state prison, that size matters. And I'm not a little person. And now I'm not a young, pretty person. I'm an old person. When you're 18, whoa. I mean, you're getting fucked.
Yeah.
But
I'm not holding somebody's pocket.
Yeah, I'm not that guy. I'm like, yeah, the white collar crime. What do you know?
What color crime?
What am I going to go in for? That's it.
I don't know. You could do all kinds
Well,
of
I never killed the last wife. And I kind of, that would have made sense. You know what I mean? But I didn't kill her, so we're good.
As long as you didn't kill anybody.
And she's still fucking reaching out. Isn't that classy? Classy. We got comments?
Yeah. Samantha says, I had an asshole hit my cart because she wasn't running. I don't know what that means.
Oh, so Samantha wasn't running, so the asshole clipped her. Because she's a midget, so she won't move slowly.
They probably, in their defense, they probably didn't see you. Dan Stefano said, the old people just want to be on the road to piss everyone driving off.
I hope it's not that, though. I don't think it's that. And then, all right, I'm going to ask a question to you and Dan. This is a logical question. Is there another comment first?
Samantha says, it's not fun, Dave, which I don't know what she's referring to.
Being tiny.
Oh, it could be that, or it could be maybe she just doesn't like sucking dicks.
I think she likes that.
I don't know. Look, I'm just going by what the recent topics that I remember were.
All right. The older I get, and I'm getting there, I'm getting old now, right? Do you feel entitled to, like, listen, I've been driving 30 years, fuck you. Yeah. So if you're driving 40 or 50 years, it'd be like, fuck you, I've been here longer. Don't you think that's kind of how it is? They're not there to annoy you, but you will respect them because they were there first.
I guess. I don't know.
My dad never wanted to be that guy and used to get anxiety about it. So when he got up in years, he just stopped driving. My mother had passed away and he was very, very sad. So he bought a brand new car, right? Brand new. And then he never drove it. So even though I had a very nice vehicle, he was like, can you drive my car 1 week, drive yours to work and 1 week drive mine? So it has miles and it keeps running. And so I did, which was cool. It was nice to have a brand new fucking car, but he was afraid to be that guy on the road that impeded.
I'm not going to lie. At that point, I probably won't give a fuck.
That's what I was probably going to go.
Probably won't care.
I'm starting not to care now.
I don't care now.
Like, I'm getting real. I'm like 3 seconds away from fuck you what. Like, yeah, there's just a certain point you pass in life. And I'm approaching 50 rapidly. I guess 50 is the number where you're just like, eh.
You know, when I was like in my 20s, you know, when we were that age and we were like, we were going to be rock stars and fighting the system and being that person. And I thought at that point in my life that I had no fucks to give.
I had my whole future.
It turns out I have a lot of fucks to give compared to the amount of fucks I have to give now.
Well, all right.
Now I really don't give a fuck.
There's two schools with this. When you're young, the fuck you should give is the potential for your future to not fuck said future up, which was definitely on my mind a lot. So beyond 21, getting in a bar fight meant now they could sue me and take my house, right? But at 18, I didn't give a fuck. I'd fucking fight anybody. I'd lose, but I'd win some, and I didn't give a fuck, right? But after 21, I was like, well, I have a house, and I like having a house. So I stopped being the piece of shit that I was, really.
From like 17 to 23, I was like a walking disaster. Like just a hot train wreck.
Just a hot, that should be quote of the week. Just a hot train wreck.
I was never sober. Ever, ever, ever.
But you could function.
Well, I still can. I'm really good at it, turns out.
Well, you're probably better now.
No. I don't think so.
Why?
I think I've learned to pace myself better now. Before it was just balls to the wall, hammer down.
Balls to the wall.
It was no different than like when you started fucking.
I was just happy to be there.
Right, you were just in it to win it and get this thing. Yeah, here I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you learn things about pacing.
Well, Eddie Murphy made a whole stand-up about that. He's like, there's like, I'm fucking.
Yeah.
And I was like, now you get your shoulders into it. And you're like, I'm fucking. You know
Now
what
my
I mean?
shoulders hurt because I'm old.
I gotta do more yoga. Yoga's good.
Fuck that.
It's for the gays.
Yeah, the gays like yoga.
I like it.
See? There you go. One more thing.
It's Diamond Dallas Page yoga, though. So
DDP?
Yeah.
I like DDP.
Do you like DP? That's the real question.
No.
No, not your thing.
No. I don't prefer giving or taking. I prefer not.
I heard a Ric Flair story this week against Diamond Dallas Page.
I know they don't like each other.
But do you know what Rick's beef is?
I forget, but I have heard it, but I forget.
Do you care?
Yes, let's talk.
No, we don't have to, but okay.
We have nothing else to discuss.
We have a whole fucking list,
We
actually.
do, but we'll never get to that.
We're an hour into the show.
I know. It's fantastic.
All right. In WCW, in the mid to late 90s, they brought trainers on, which Ric Flair said, technically it's for the health and the well-being of the wrestlers, which is a positive. It's still Snowy. I thought it stopped.
Yeah.
But people started to abuse it. So he's like, guys who don't take big bumps, we're going in the back and be like, ice me, like demanding. And they lay there and they'd ice. And he's like, they put together an hour after the show. He's like, the way WCW worked is once they did the broadcast, people were out like bullets. And he said Paige was there for an hour after the show, still getting put back together. He's like, the guy didn't take big bumps. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, have some respect for the You can get your own fucking ice. You don't need him to do it for you. And he said that really rubbed him the wrong way. Like, the way you treat the underlings is a big showing of your character.
I agree with that. Not just in that aspect, but in your general day-to-day life. Like, the way you treat a fucking server in a restaurant, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that matters to me.
Yeah.
Like, the person behind the counter at the deli, like, they're no different than you. They're no better off than you. They're just fucking people, and, like, maybe don't be a dick.
Yeah.
I mean, any more than I'm a dick to anybody else.
Do you think you're a dick at all?
I think I can come off that way.
I come off that way a lot. I don't mean to.
I don't either.
But, like, you get in your own head or you're working or are we comments?
Maybe. I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Okay. So, like, I don't know. You can come off more abrasive than you are. Was it you or is it somebody else? No, it was Philadelphia. Has a friend who I've never actually had spoken to. And he's like, that guy seems stuck up to me. Say hi to me. We've been to shows, obviously, in the decades, many times across paths. I've never spoken to this person. He seems a little stuck up to me. We might fucking see him stuck up. Tell me. Say, hey, what's up? I'm like, hey, what's up, man? I don't fucking care.
My biggest problem is that a lot of people have told me that, like, out the gate, if you don't know me, like, I look angry.
Yeah. When you came in and thought I was gay doing my makeup, you looked angry. So I was like, hey, what's up?
I was just trying to take a piss, man. For those that don't know, should we recant for the people that don't know?
Yeah, tell the story again.
The very first time Vex and I ever met each other was at Bar 13. It wasn't even Bar 13 yet at that point. It was still Mojo 13.
Mojo 13.
Back in the day. And if you've ever been there, there's a tiny little bathroom over by the soundboard that a lot of people don't know about.
Yes.
And in that bathroom, it's not like a full bathroom. There's like a toilet and a mirror and a sink in the end. That's it. And I went into that bathroom to take a leak before we played a show, which we were playing with Starscream back in the day, 1,000 years ago, when I was in a band called Cellar Door.
I love that name.
I did enjoy that. I enjoyed that band. It was a good time for a while. And then, I was in there taking a piss, and some dude I didn't know came in and started putting on makeup in the mirror.
I think I was there first.
No.
I think I was make-upping and you came in to
No,
piss.
I was mid-piss.
I feel like you came in.
I was mid-piss, and you walked in and started putting on makeup.
That happens.
I mean, it's a thing.
Because of that reaction, do you know you changed my life?
I did.
I now put the makeup on at home before I go to the venue. No bullshit. I stopped because of you.
Because of that?
Well, it was like the 100th time it had happened.
Oh, okay.
And I was like,
So it wasn't just me.
No, but you were the tipping of the edge. And I was like, fuck this. I could be gay in my own house and then go to the show. But then I was always embarrassed to get behind the wheel of a bus looking like I do in a bus, which already draws attention, and then drive to the venue. Yeah. So now kids stare at me. I get stared at by children. They're like, what the fuck, mommy? It's a demon, you know?
So let me ask you this. Do you have to make any pit stops on the way to a show ever?
I'm always prepared before. So the gas is done before. Okay. I never before I leave the house. Before I leave the house, everything's done. I never pit stop.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I like to make sure all my shit is together.
Do you know the one time in 30 years, and this is literally one time in 30 years, I forgot Sam's fucking head and my wallet. Think about that for a second.
That's a lot.
A Marshall head and my fucking wallet. So me and Fire Pants get to like Wawa, and I'm like, yeah, let me buy you dinner. And I have no wallet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, King Sam, I have bad news. You have to go to my house and get your head and get my wallet. And he still brings it up to this fucking day, because the first time in 30 years I fucked up.
One time.
And then the second fuck up was in 2005. I forgot his pedal board. And we were in a different state. Took all the gear, loaded it, went to fucking Virginia or some fucking where to have a show.
Is it West Virginia?
No. Opening up for Tracy Guns, who asked me for meth. That's a smart move. And so we go open up for Tracy Guns, and we don't have Sam's pedal board.
Who asked me for meth?
Yeah. All right. I had these two fucking like stripper bitches from Philly who followed us. One was chunky and one was perfect. And they were hot, but like perfect one. And they both had the same dumb blonde hair with the underneath dyed black, because that was all the rage in 2005. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to try and fuck this really hot one. I was very excited. And they got shit-faced. And then after the show, they vanished. And I'm like, they were the only like young, attractive women in a 4-mile radius of this bar filled with 50-year-old people. So I just walked into their room. Like I walked past security, who I was bigger than, which was weird. And there's Tracy sitting on a chair with my girls. And I was like, hey. And I grabbed my bitches and I pulled them aside. And he's like, hey, man, do you got any meth? And I was like, no. And yoink. No. And we just left.
Gotta go.
That's in the book, by the way.
The book that no one read?
Yeah, I got the numbers back. It's not good.
No.
I didn't even sell 100 books, dude. That's pretty upsetting. I thought I would have sold at least 100 bucks.
Is it though? I mean,
yeah. Now, they didn't get me the numbers yet for the digital, because that's different.
Yeah.
I think we have a comment, maybe.
Well, we have several. I forgot to pay attention. Let's see. Michael Gregory says, but Ric Flair had issues with being selfish and dickish to other upcoming wrestlers. Shane Douglas, Mick Foley, Steve Austin.
These are all true.
Johnny Mac is watching, I'm assuming, from the bathroom.
Hello, Johnny Mac.
Are you pooping an Evil Core right now, Johnny Mac?
Evil Core shits.
Oh, and our dear friend The Hole said, it's Stickhead's birthday next week.
Is it really?
I don't know.
So wait. Stickhead, are you going to come on the... Can you just take off Friday and not be a pussy and come on the show?
Just one day.
One day. And Ron's coming, so you don't have to be a full-on guest. You can sit over in the fucking peanut gallery if you want.
Which is sometimes better.
A lot of fun over there.
The peanut gallery seems to have a blast a lot of times when it gets filled in.
There's a lot of liquor over there.
There usually is. Usually there's hardcore liquor consumption.
Is it brandy that we bought, the expensive brandy? Is that what it is?
It's bourbon.
Bourbon. We got the expensive bourbon now.
Was Sam a fan?
Loves it.
Told you.
And then he cut guitar tracks here last Sunday, and then I lined up a shot for him. He's like, my man. Because he loves that shit. He does love it.
It's fucking great.
And that's fucking 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, you know what I mean? No, because you worked all night. Fuck you. He woke up at 8 a.m. like a normal person.
Do you think if I didn't, it would stop me from drinking at 9 a.m.?
I would hope so.
No, it would not.
You have the best Funko Pop of the three of us.
I wish my beard wasn't falling off.
It's not.
It kind of doesn't attach right.
Well, you know, we're not rich.
I'm not mad about it at all, but I feel good about it.
My guy can't stand in the box straight. It's all crooked as fuck, no matter what I do.
That's okay.
There's a Johnny 01 coming, though.
Is there really?
Yeah, because the hole's pretty awesome. So I'm a little excited about that.
That is special. Johnny 0 Funko Pop.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like that's a little corporate for me. I don't know if that's really what I'm into. That's not really my image, my milieu. That's not what I do.
Like, I gotta tell you, like you got Disney as a whole, as a company, is like an evil organization, and it's like dehumanizing men's species for the population.
I mean, you even know who owns that company. Like, really, like, you dig into it. Like, I mean, granted, at the end of it, BlackRock owns everything. Really, if you get down to it, in the end of the thing.
You're not lying. You're not lying. That's the conversation. And then I'm like, I don't want to hear how bad Disney is. Like, all right. In 1976, like, who's your favorite up-and-coming wrestler? Like, that's Flair's beginning, you know. Ricky Steamboat isn't called Ricky Steamboat, it's called Richard Blood back then. I don't know if you knew that. His real name's Richard Blood, which I didn't know until Johnny 0 taught me. But why, if your name's Richard Blood, why would you change it to Ricky the Dragon Steamboat or Ricky Steamboat?
I don't know.
That's a fine. Like, your name's Richard Blood and you're a wrestler?
That was probably Vince's move.
No, he's an NWA Crockett guy in the 70s. Vince didn't even...
Johnny Mac says he's actually in his car right now.
Hiding from Evil Core.
Dan DiStefano says kamikaze, which is an inside joke from work last night.
Which is?
So, Fuck it. We'll do this. We'll talk about it. Robot, in the meantime, says Jesus and Johnny.
Oh, and the next, I think it's Johnny and Jesus.
It's all the same. It's not, but anyway. So last night at work, we're fucking sitting there bullshitting, and I was. Maybe you know this, maybe you don't. Do you know the story of where the word kamikaze comes from?
No, it's a drink.
No, and why Japanese fighter pilots were called kamikaze back then.
Well, I know it was meth that made them do it, but keep going.
Okay, so there was a man in Japan, a Japanese pilot. He became a pilot in the early 30s and actually set the world record at the time for the fastest flight from Tokyo to London.
Pretty cool.
He was, by all means, one of the best pilots in the world.
Did he go like over Canada, or did he opt to like go around
from Japan to London? At
so
no point
is it the other? No, is it the other way? Yeah. Well, I'm asking.
It would be
is it closer that way? Because you go all across Russia and shit. I'm seriously asking.
Yes, it would be much closer. Yes.
Is it really?
Yes.
So Canada is not the way to go. All right, keep going. I'm not good. Backward.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So the plane that he flew in at the time, he named kamikaze, which is the Japanese word. It means divine wind.
Holy shit.
That's his thing. Right? So he was a like a low-class citizen in Japan and managed to build himself up to the point that he is now recognized by the Japanese emperor. He is given national awards. He's a national celebrity.
A treasure, if you will.
Truly a national treasure. At one point, he is then asked to train more pilots in Japan for the government.
Did he not know how to teach them to land? Okay.
He sort of gets an idea that what they're trying to do is not make more commercial pilots in Japan, that they are, in fact, trying to get him to train
the war,
a military effort.
Sure.
Unfortunately for this dude, he is a staunch pacifist.
Oh, wow.
And wants nothing to do with the war effort. So he kindly declines their offer to train these pilots, at which point the government says, fuck you, national hero or not, we're going to force you to do it.
Do what we tell you, yeah.
He begins training pilots, and then his suspicions for what it is are in fact confirmed, that they are building a military operation with these pilots. And so one day he shows up as the trainer job and has his student start the plane, and he walks headlong into the propeller as a protest. He commits suicide.
That's sad.
It gets worse.
Okay.
Afterwards, during the time of World War II, when the kamikaze become a thing and the Japanese have an air force, they create an entire nonsense bullshit propaganda story and go on to say that he died in battle and that he was training all these kamikaze pilots and that they were, learned from him because he was and none of this is true. And in fact, he hated war so much that he took his own life in protest. And still, the Japanese government named these pilots kamikaze after his aircraft that he broke a world record in.
It's a hell of a drink, though.
It is an excellent. How would you know? You don't fucking drink.
Because when Ric Flair would tour, we're going to bring it all back together.
Woo!
When he would tour as the world champion for NWA, 16-time world champion, he would always get a tray of 100 kamikazes and walk around to the bar and be like, hey, bitches, want a drink? Hey, bitches. And he's like, after you get through half the tray, it's a much more fun evening.
Oh, I have no doubt.
And I mean, that's like, and we're always kamikazes.
See, people like that know how to have a good time. But the point of the story is that what happened at work last night is that when I mentioned what kamikaze actually means, and its literal translation is divine wind, my dear coworker farted and yelled kamikaze.
No, that's fucking funny.
Which occurred more than several times throughout the evening.
Fart jokes are never not funny. Unless you have to smell the that's not good. I don't
the
like
whole says kamikazes will fuck you up.
So, all right. I don't know what the mixture is in the kamikaze. So what is it?
It's like vodka and lime juice.
But that's it, though, right?
That's about it.
So it's just vodka, right? Because I thought there was
might be like some simple syrup.
There's something that goes into it, though. I thought.
Yeah, not much, not a lot. It's not a very complicated drink, but they are strong and they are good.
Yeah, man, vodka. That's it.
I like when you hear stories about that, like people that like just throw a party like that, like get it in.
I'm gonna tell you my favorite story, and I stole this and use it when we play big venues in Starscream. Okay. Dime bag was fun.
Yeah.
If nothing else.
Yes.
The Saint Dimebag, we can call him because he's no longer with us, from Pantera.
Cobalt Zero says it is triple sec.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
That's David. He's awesome.
Yes.
Okay. So he would just get a bottle of whiskey when they started touring, and no matter what show they were on, would walk to every fucking backstage room, like, hey guys, want a shot? My name's Daryl. What's up? And he made friends with everybody. And you wouldn't think that someone as heavy and awesome as Dimebag would give a fuck about the Foo Fighters, who at the time were a new band, post Nirvana, and didn't have any fans or anything. They were starting out. And he was like, I'm sorry, not he. Dave Grohl says that this guy came in and was so fucking cool and gave everybody shots and hung out. And he was like, that guy became my fucking real life friend because he was cool enough to do that. He's like, when the Foos started touring after that, I stole the trick, and I would take a bottle of whiskey and go around. And to this day, I am dear friends with people who we played the Troc, and you weren't allowed. I don't know if you remember this rule: no whiskey or liquor backstage.
Yeah, I didn't follow that rule.
But do you remember it though?
I always had a bottle of whiskey.
So you know the giant bottle of Jack?
Yeah.
I brought one for every fucking time we headlined the Troc. That was the rules.
So did I.
And then I would go to every fucking dressing room and pour shots into people's mouths. And that's how I made friends with all these fucking musicians I didn't really know.
I did similarly the same thing. I had a bunch of, it was when we were, like the headliner, and you get the upstairs fans.
Yeah, exactly.
Room, and everybody else is down in the
doldrums,
throes of hell, which are the rooms downstairs, which smell like piss, and probably because people pissed in them. I would literally go downstairs and be like, what are you guys doing down here?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm like, party's upstairs. Come to our room. Come on. And I would bring everybody upstairs to the fancy room with the fucking couches and TVs.
Exactly.
And I'm like, there's a bunch of whiskey. Lock the door. Let's go.
Dude.
And of course the promoter would be like, what are you guys doing in there?
Nothing.
Getting fucked up.
We got caught every time. And every time he was like, you can't do this. And I was like, uh-huh.
Sorry.
Not sorry. Like, we paid a lot of money to headline. So did you.
Yeah.
You sold so many tickets for them. You're handing over thousands of dollars, which is fine, but I'm not going to not enjoy myself. You're an asshole.
Right.
Well, legally, you can fuck legally. Who the fuck is here?
Get fucked.
Now, we had a co-headlining slot once that the promoter stuck us on, that we didn't want a co-headliner, but you wanted to build the house up.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers shit on the floor in the dressing room while we were on stage. They played first, and we were going to close the show. And then when we go on, they shit on the floor, and then we got blamed for it. And we were barred from the Troc for like 6 months.
Oh, no.
True story.
Speaking of having awesome party times, one of my favorites ever. Did you ever watch Deadliest Catch?
No. About fish and shit?
Yeah,
Oh,
about the
fish.
Alaskan crab fishermen.
Fuck fish, but keep
All
going.
right. Well, it's crabs, not fish.
I do like crabs.
Yeah. Alaskan king crab fuckers are this fucking big. They're fucking massive.
No.
Yes.
No. So the body's like this? Like a football?
Yeah, legit.
Bullshit.
They're huge.
Okay.
But anyway, these dudes that go out on these boats, and like it's literally per capita the most dangerous job in the world. Right?
Why?
That's how many people die doing this job.
Why is it so dangerous?
You can die from frostbite. You can go over the edge, dude. The seas are 40 and 50 feet high out in the Bering Sea, dude. They're 28-degree water.
Do they get paid $1 million a year?
Yes.
All right.
They're
well paid.
They are the white trash of white trash. They are dirt bags.
But they're well paid.
But if you go out all year, dude, you're making $600,000-$700,000 a year sometimes. These dudes are like,
yeah, but to go out all year for $700,000 isn't really worth it to me.
But other dudes, like king crab season is by far the most lucrative.
Of course.
Like the dudes that are like just deckhands during that, like you might go out to sea for 2 months and make $80,000.
That's a lot of fucking money for 2 months.
And like you don't have to work the rest of the year.
Because you got $80,000. Yeah.
But the dudes that work year round, like, are scummy blue-collar dudes, and they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year.
Good.
So they do ridiculous shit with their money because that's what people like them.
Like us.
Like us and them are apt
Look to your
do.
left. I have a problem.
Right, things like that. But the one boat that goes out there is called the Time Bandit. And it's run by two brothers, and they're like third-generation fishermen. They've been doing it for fucking ever. It's their whole life. And they are kind of scummy. But the one dude said, he's like, listen, if you ever want to really have a good time, here's what you do. Whatever bar, restaurant, or establishment you choose to go to that evening when you're really trying to have a good time. He said the first thing you do is that you walk in the door and you find every waitress, every server, every busboy, every bartender, and you hand every one of them $100 as soon as you walk in the door, and you say, I'm sorry for what's about to happen.
I've never been smart enough to bribe them beforehand.
He's like, you from the out the gate, the door, you just hand them a bunch of money. You're like, I'm sorry for what we're going to do.
I have bribed a lot of people on tour with Starscream.
That's what I'm saying.
But never was smart enough to do it beforehand. The worst of the worst for us, again, I think in Virginia or Maryland or some fucking state, we negotiated a bank of hotel rooms. The hotel rooms are right in front of a pool. It's the middle of the summer. This is all in the book that no one reads, right? We fucking get it. We had a guitar player from Piney Point, Maryland at the time in the band.
Oh my
so
God.
his family...
That sounds like a sister fucker town.
It is. His family all gets in cars and drives the 3 hours north to go see us play. We got comments?
Yes.
Go ahead.
But my phone is being weird and I can't see them.
Okay.
Oh, my phone's about to die. That's why.
That's why?
Yeah, fuck that. No more comments.
No more comments. Okay.
Just listen to the program, people.
Sorry. What do we got?
Unless you can see them.
Morning, guys. From Joe. Holy shit, I went to high school with Joe. What the fuck, dude?
Hey, Joe.
Oh.
Thanks for stopping by.
I tried to get him on the program. You know, he's like, I don't know why I would appear exactly. Why would you have me on? It was fucking weird how you did that, Joe. I'm not going to lie.
Why not?
Yeah, just come fucking talk shit. Anyway,
we do.
We're on fucking tour. We're in fucking Maryland somewhere. I believe it was the Firehouse Q is the name of the venue. Good venue. And fucking...
It's kind of a cool name.
It is a cool name. It was a cool place. So we get these hotel rooms. We go. We play the show. We headline the show. Kenny's whole white trash family traveled up to see us. They brought girls from high school who knew Kenny, and I don't know this, right? So I'm in the bar, and she's the hottest girl in the bar. I'm like, what's your name? My name's Vex. Boozdy bop. I picked this girl up, which really pissed off Kenny. I didn't know who she was, Kenny. So
obviously they were related.
No, they weren't related. He wanted to fuck her, but I didn't know.
They still might have been related.
I fucking put my credit card at the bar like an asshole, and Kenny ran up a $2,000 tab to spite me for taking the chick.
Yeah.
Good times. So the whole bar is drinking on my credit card.
Yeah.
We go back to the hotel rooms. It's like 4 a.m. Pitch blackout, dead summer. I went into the one room where the guitar players were staying. The bass player, it was so chaotic, left and went and slept in his car to get away from us.
Nice.
Kenny is standing in the tub with no shirt on, no shoes, and no socks. His brother is at the other end of the tub. No water, no shirt, no shoes, no socks. And they're like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And I'm like, what is happening? And Sam's like, I don't know. It's been going on for like an hour. And he's smoking weed, just chilling, right?
Is it fucking good?
Yeah, exactly. So all I know is someone starts throwing glass bottles in the pool and the shit starts smashing. I'm trying to fuck this girl. And I hear, and I go out and there's a 6'5" African-American gentleman who's the front desk agent. Very soft-spoken. Mr. Vex, I'm very sorry. There was a problem at the front desk. So I just peel off 220s. No problem, sir. We're good. Another fucking, now they're throwing the glass. Mr. Vex, that guy got $400 off me that night.
Yeah.
Hands down, just to not call the cops. And by the time the sun came up, everybody had passed out, thank God. But to get there was so bad.
That's a good time.
It was really like blind drunkenness that I had paid for inadvertently.
Yeah. Oops.
You'll
never forget it.
No, and the $2,000 charges against my card, I'll never forget it.
No.
Ever. And we had like a bunch of vehicles. The bass player left really. Here's what happened. There was a game system that plugged into the TV.
Yeah.
King Sam ripped it out of the wall and beat the guy with it and threw beer all over his bed to spite him for playing a video game during such a happening party.
Nice.
And then he got really mad and slept in his car and then left the next day. And we didn't see him again until rehearsal on Wednesday. I was like, all right, buddy.
Can you carry this for a minute by yourself?
Yeah, of course I can. I might go to do fucking comments. I see what the fuck I can find.
Yeah, read comments and talk to those people. They're lovely.
Talk to those people. All right, let's see what we got comment-wise. Ladies and gentlemen. How's this work? I don't know how this works. Man, this job's hard. I'm glad I don't have to fucking produce the program. I gotta tell you. I'm not a big fan of that shit. All right, Vex on Vex Podcast. Now we're pulling it up. It is currently live. There are 67 comments. Whoa. We definitely need Tiffany. I'll come on in the summer, dude. Same people. All right, hold on. There's so much. We have to go all the way back. Daniel brings up Kamikaze. We already did that. It was funny. Johnny Mac, I'm actually in my car. We did that one. Johnny and Jesus from Robot. We did that one. Kamikaze shots will fuck you up from the hole. Triple sec from Cobalt Zero. We actually did a lot of these. People have shit on your floor, Vex. Man, that fucking shit just fucking happened. New Year's Eve, there was a fucking party, and somebody had shit on the floor. And I cleaned it. What are you going to do? And then Johnny Mac says, same people. Funny Johnny Mac. Joe has committed. He's going to come on the show in the summer, dude.
Well, maybe he should show up for the Andy Kaufman Invitational.
I feel like the first impression for someone I have
not be that
in 32 years, maybe that's not the way to start.
No, like, recommend easy.
Let Joe come in and have a nice moment at the Purdy and just hang out at the Progrum.
Yeah, I see that.
The Crows are totally partying out there.
So I had to use the facilities there real quick.
I figured.
Because I believe in practicing what you preach, and we've been preaching to stay hydrated here on the program as of late, because that's important.
That's not water.
Yeah, but I've been trying to drink more water throughout my day. In fact, I've been doing my best to drink a gallon of water while I'm at work.
How's it working?
I've gotten it every day so far.
You're a gallon in?
Yeah.
I'm impressed. That's hard, man.
However, now I really, really have to pee a lot.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's healthy.
Yeah.
It really is.
But it interrupts the program.
No, it doesn't. So we have 45 minutes left. You made it an hour 15.
Yeah.
And you were here early.
Yeah.
So you really made 2 hours without peeing. That's good.
That is good.
That's respectable.
Fair.
One of the first things we do after we go off the air is I pee. So I get it.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. Drink a lot of this.
Yeah, see, you drink a lot of water. How much water do you think you drink a day?
Not as much in the winter as I should.
No.
I'm less than half a gallon.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I was probably way less than that.
But I'm consistent.
I was getting concerned.
Oh, for real?
Like I really wasn't drinking enough water at all.
This isn't very big. Before I go to bed every night, I down one of these, no matter what. So while I'm sleeping, it's working, and I get up and I got to pee right away. And I never have to get up during the night and pee, ever. I never have to do that.
That's the thing. Like everybody says, like when you get older,
it's coming.
You get up to like pee. I don't do that.
Well, we're young. I'm going to rephrase that. You're young, and I'm not that old.
5 years younger than you.
5 fucking years. All right, bro. If you're 10 and I'm 15, we can't fuck. Because that's illegal.
Okay.
That's 5 years. Now, if I'm 20 and she's 15, I still can't fuck because guess what? It's illegal.
Yeah, but if you're 25 and she's 20, it's fair game.
It's fucking awesome.
And for the rest of your life, 5 years is no big deal. Unless you go to prison.
My neighbor's across the street, right? Lee is the gentleman. He's exactly my age, right? I think he's like 6 months older. The wife is 5 years younger than both of us. And it comes up in conversation constantly to the point where it's a punchline. 5 years! No matter what the fuck we discuss on a TV program or something, she's like, no, that 5 years difference. I don't know that. It doesn't work that way.
It does seem strange in the aspect, like when you're younger, 5 years is a huge deal.
It is. If your brothers are 5 years apart, there's not a lot of closeness there.
Like, you got to figure that when you were a senior in high school, I was in middle school.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Joe, Rocky, and I were getting our lives started.
Yeah, I was like trying to see a boob.
So was I.
Yeah. I mean, like for the first time.
I still am, though. Let's be honest. Are you a breast man?
I like to look at them and touch them. Yes.
Good.
I enjoy the entire female form equally. Where's the Godfather when you need him? He could discuss this.
Man, you should call him.
I don't even have his number. The Godfather's a lovely man, by the way. If you didn't see that episode, it's fantastic.
We made a little fucking story about it, though.
Yeah, we did. That's probably out there, too. Are there any good comments on there?
Probably.
No,
I wouldn't know.
You've given up looking?
No, it's funny. You talk about somebody, and they appear, and he's like, where the fuck are you? She was like, come over today. So that was lovely. Maybe Leo pop in. And then Veronica could, like, bro, she can't break anything. There's nothing to pull.
No.
Because the Holes line is not out. Jesus Christmas. Do you miss her?
Yeah, very much so.
So do I.
It's not the whole package here.
No, it's like the quieter Snowmageddon version.
Yeah.
It's
intimate.
It is intimate, if you will.
I don't like it at all. Uncomfortable.
We're going to fucking fuck with this guy.
Who we fucking with?
My lovely neighbor.
Oh, okay. What's he doing?
Ditch the program.
Why did he ditch the program?
Exactly.
He has nothing else to do.
I mean, he's across the fucking street.
And he's across the street.
They're
Can't
going
even blame snow.
They go on a trip really soon. I think they go on a trip tonight. Yo, you were supposed to come on the program. Where you at?
I told you I was not going to be on the program. I am getting my haircut. I sent you a picture.
I have no picture. All right, I have to go back to the program now.
Have fun with your program.
Okay,
Who needs
bye.
a haircut? Haircuts are for losers.
He's going on a trip.
So what? I can go on a trip tomorrow. I ain't cutting my hair.
Never ditched, told you I had an appointment. That's a lie. It's a goddamn lie.
False.
I have not been inside of a barbershop in a long fucking time.
When you said I have not been inside of, I was going to think that was going somewhere else.
No, I'm inside. There's a lot.
Yeah, good for you. That's a barbershop.
Baby Watch 2024.
No, I do not cut my hair, but I'm in a barbershop fairly often.
Explain? The beard?
Yeah.
How often is the beard trimmed?
Once a month.
Literally. So, all right, I have transitioned.
And not so much trimmed as just cleaned up. Like I start getting like errant facial hair.
You can do that yourself, can't you?
No, I fucking up.
I transitioned from getting my eyebrows waxed for 30 years, 25 years, to now getting threaded. Do you know what the differential is?
I don't know.
Threading is once a month because they pull it the fuck out at the root.
That's weird.
It is weird, but it's advantageous because you only have to go one time a
You
month.
pay someone to do this?
Fuck yeah. My eyebrows are perfect. Perfect.
I don't even have any, so it doesn't really matter.
Except you do, and I can see them with my eyes.
They're like horribly blonde in there.
No, you know what it is? You have a lot going on hair-wise.
I do.
I have nothing going on hair-wise. So all I have is this one thing. So I got to be meticulous with it. I have to.
Fair. Just your eyebrows and the soul patch. You're just doing it big.
I've had the soul patch since 93. I know it's cheesy now. It wasn't cheesy in 93.
Give it time. It'll probably come back.
That's what's going to happen. Because, like, all the fucking clothes are back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, all my clothes are in fashion. Like, I look like I belong.
But you never stopped. You're like, this is what I look like.
I've been doing this for 30 years.
That's how it works.
Flannels and Chuck Taylors since 94.
Everybody has Docs now. I've been wearing Docs on stage Starscream's entire career.
Yeah.
To the point where it wasn't cool, I was still wearing Docs on stage.
Yeah, I just kept doing it.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'm that guy.
There might have been like an errant pair of like Vans or something in there, like some type of skater shoe every once in a while, but for the most part it's been Chucks.
I don't think I've ever done a live show without a pair of Docs on.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been on stage without. I'm a lot, maybe one here and there. Like, I hurt my foot once and I wore like a different shoe or something. But I remember the first time me and King Sam were on stage, I'm wearing Docs. And then the last time we're on stage, I'm wearing Docs.
Yep.
So, I don't know.
I agree.
And in February, it is 30 years that King Sam and I have been playing music together.
Good Lord, that's a long time.
It is a long time. I think I should celebrate it somehow.
You should get drunk.
No, you told me not to.
I don't. You would be the worst incorrigible drunk ever.
I said in my 50s I'm taking up drinking.
I wouldn't.
I would.
I mean,
I shall.
You do what you want. If you want somebody to drink with you, I will if that's really how you want to do it.
Do you want to know what my downfall really is? Sugar. Fucking love sugar. Like a lot. Like, sugar.
It's like one of the most addictive things on the planet. That's why.
It was also the first thing I was exposed to at fucking zero. You know what I mean? So
And it's pretty excellent.
it is excellent. Although I don't know how good of a junkie I could be because if I focus, I don't eat sugar. Like when I get a little puffy and don't want to look a certain way, I'll go 8 weeks without eating sugar for real. And it's not pleasant, but by week 2, your body doesn't miss it, your mind misses it.
Yeah.
So it's not the worst thing. But I do love it.
You know what
my
I love?
God.
Fucking whiskey.
You'd like to fuck the whiskey? Wait, you know what, Dave? Let me take a video.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. I was born at Wendy.
All right, here we go.
Ready?
Now I'm ready.
All right, I'll have to try and do this 3 times.
No, I'm not that person.
All right, cheers.
Cheers. There you go. Now we can send that to the hole so she can stop being
I
cranky.
have, as far as eating sugar goes, I don't really care.
Are you a sugar drinker?
Yeah.
I won't do it. Like, I prefer to eat my sugar. Instead of soda or something, I want a cake or a cupcake or something like that.
I would much rather have my sugar in liquid form, without a doubt. I like sweet drinks.
Well, I do love a milkshake. But then they actually put weight on me. Well, milkshakes are a problem for me.
No shit.
But ice cream doesn't. Only milkshakes. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Like, in the summer, I work a lot in the summer, but I have a bad habit where I'll go, I have to stop eating by 8 p.m. I'll go at 7 o'clock at night and get an ice cream cone. A lot throughout the summer. It doesn't affect anything in my life. But then, like, if I have a milkshake, all of a sudden I have, like, lady things happening on the sides.
But also in the summertime, I'm sure that you're burning most of that off.
I do a lot
during the day.
And then you sweat a lot. You're in the sun. It's like a
you're
whole thing.
insanely active during the summertime.
Unfortunately, 15,000 steps before noon.
There you go.
That's a lot. You know what I
There's
mean?
a lot.
Then you come home and you're like, ugh. But you did
I
it.
might die.
Yeah, central air is king. Like, I don't use a lot of heat, but I use a lot of air conditioning.
I remember being very young and working in the trades and thinking that I hated the summertime.
Yes.
Like, I couldn't stand being hot. Like, it was my least favorite thing.
Yes.
And the older I get, the more I hate the fucking cold.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't go away. Like you said, like, as hot as it could be, you could get a cold bottle of water and sit in some air conditioning and you're kind of okay.
You're fine.
Cold does not leave you. It just sits in your bones, like, as you get older. Like, you come home, you can stand in the shower till the hot water runs out and put on all your warm clothes. You're like, I'm still kind of cold. This fucking sucks.
I don't mind being cold.
I don't mind being somewhat cold.
Bro, yesterday.
Like, I'm comfortable in your house right now, and it's cooler.
It's definitely cold in here.
Yeah.
I keep it at 62, which is disturbing for everyone. But I don't give a fuck.
I'm comfortable. I'm not cold.
I live this life. I also have to pay the fucking gas bill.
Well,
Well,
there's that.
and they're astronomical this time of the year. But we were on a roof 2 days ago and it was 18 degrees. We were discussing this off microphone.
Yeah.
So this is what the fuck happens. And you're going to tell me your beard story, which would be awesome. We go on a roof. Everybody's layered. There's 3 of us. We take an elevator up. Then you have to climb a ladder out the hatch. We're 6 stories above the planet Earth. It's a sheet of ice, right? But it's not the worst ice. You can hammer through it because it didn't get hard yet, right? Because it just snowed, right? So we're walking up to the spot. We break up everything. We find the spot. We walk it off. And I'm like, all right, it's time to put the sealant down. We're going to go to work. My guy, Jeff, cleaned the fuck out of it. It was cleared away as much as you could possibly do, right? I bend over on my knee to do the fucking job. And the water rolls out of my eyes from the wind hitting our face and freezes. And I couldn't see clearly. And I was confused. I didn't know it had frozen on my face, but it had frozen on my face. Yeah. So I break it up because it's pretty, like, chintzy. And then we get back inside and I'm like, I was going blind. And my guy Elliot's like, yeah, me too. Like, it was happening to both of us. What's your story?
So, as I was telling you off microphone before the show, one of the weirdest feelings ever is if I am sort of rushed to get ready to leave for work and it's cold like that, like the 10, 15 degree mark, and like I jump in the shower real quick and get dressed and grab my shit and run out the door. There have been occasions where I've walked out the door and hit the cold and all the moisture in my beard freezes immediately. Jesus. And it feels like the whole thing just shrinks onto your face.
I have a lot of questions.
Yes.
How hard is it to dry a beard in normal life without going out with a cold? Like, is it a rough thing?
No. It dries pretty quickly. I mean, no difference in, like, my hair. Like, I just
well, I'm bald, so that's hurtful. But that's fine. We'll let that go.
Yeah. Hair is actually worse.
No.
Yeah. Hair takes way longer to dry.
Okay, so it's pretty quick.
Yeah. Beard dries pretty quick.
Can you damage the beard when it freezes? Like, could you fuck up and break a piece of the beard off? Is that a thing like you see in science fiction?
At 15 degrees, no. But if you hit, like, Alaska -60, I would say, yeah, you probably could.
Yeah, but you would figure in Alaska -60, the beard's not exposed. Like, your whole face would be covered, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I've never been in that.
Neither have I. I would like to go to Alaska.
I don't want to at all.
Why?
I like to go to beaches and have fun, and lay on a beach and eat food.
I hate the fucking sun.
Well, I can understand that. I love it. And so the idea in my brain of getting on an airplane for an extended period of time and going there instead of Hawaii is fucking retardifying. Like, I'd go to Hawaii in 3 seconds. A lot of meth, a lot of lady boys. Gotta love it. But this whole fucking going to Alaska thing, why? It's so beautiful. Is it? There's pictures. I'm good. I've never seen the pyramids. I'd like to see that. And
It's 130 degrees there.
I'd love it. I can stand it. I can stand it. Like, I'll deal with the heat. Like, I want to see the pyramids. I'm not going to. I'm not going to go to Egypt because now it's a fucking Middle East war again.
Yeah.
That's a thing. And like, there was a window there where we could have went, and I didn't go then either. So
I'm sure it'll tone down again soon.
I don't know about soon. I don't know, man. That's tricky. All right. Do you know what Sex in the City is? Or is it Sex and the City or Sex in the City? You know what that is?
Sex and the City.
Do you know what that is, right?
And I know because my wife is an uber fucking fan.
Did she make you watch the new program?
She didn't make me watch anything, but she has watched it.
I watched every episode. I fucking love it. Someone got fired from season 3 for standing behind Palestine.
Really?
I swear to God, now they won't say that. There's a character on there. She was a woman. She's exactly my age. And she used to play a doctor on one of the shows, had like long hair and stuff. It was like a normal lady looking person.
Okay.
And now she's a trans person. You got to call them they, them. Okay. So she's on this show.
I don't have to call them shit.
I'm just letting you know.
I know what they request to be called.
So this they, them.
Is fine, but it's no different than me asking to be called Your Royal Highness. You can if you'd like to, and I would appreciate it if you did, but if you don't,
So wait, am I changing it from Alcoholic Oprah to Royal Highness? Because I will.
I prefer not. I like Alcoholic Oprah better.
Pretty good.
It seems more fitting. Oh, I was Alcoholic Oprah like a motherfucker on Saturday, dude. Oh my God, my bar tab was out of hand.
Oof.
Yeah.
That wasn't a fun bartender. She was kind of a CUNT.
No, she's cool to like people she knows.
She was mean to us. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, we tip well. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, she was kind of a cunt. For real.
I like her.
And she's not attractive. If you're a smoke show and you're kind of a cunt, there's something inside me that goes, hey. But when you're like, and you're kind of a cunt, you're just kind of a cunt. Like, and like, here's what you said. If she knows you. Dude, your job is to fucking make us feel good. That's your fucking job. You don't like your fucking job, get a new fucking job.
I don't know.
She was mean and short.
I told the entire attending audience there to make sure they tipped her.
And I was annoyed by that, frankly.
Why?
Because she was a cunt.
Oh, well, at that point, I didn't know she was being that way to you because I was on stage and performing.
I'm just saying. I wasn't critiquing your performance.
Oh, you can if you'd like.
No, you're great. I love watching you sing live.
I like watching you. What do you know?
And I would never want to see me live.
I don't want to see me live. Dude, people record it and post videos on social media the next day, and I cringe.
Oh, my God, they're so good.
I hate
your videos are so good that the hair on my neck stands up again. Like, for real, you're great singing live.
I'm not, dude. Like, I'm not.
No, I can show you not. You want to see not? I'll show you not.
Yeah, but you got the thing. Boozy, bop.
So you want to be Roth or Hagar because that's what you get.
You know where I'm at.
And you know where I'm at. So, but I think that in a perfect world, Roth would want to be Hagar's voice. Did you see the story yesterday between Roth and Hagar?
Somebody, did you send it to me?
I don't know. Somebody sent it to me too. Maybe it was Tiffany sent it to both of us.
Maybe. And he said that Sammy was abducted by aliens.
It's in Sammy's book.
Yeah, but he said he had contact with aliens. But now
and Roth says he got
Dave said
cornholed.
He got backdoored by the aliens.
Which obviously I don't think is true. I don't even know if there are aliens. Right? I don't even rephrase that.
There are.
No, are they visiting us? Like, that's the thing. Like, do you give a fuck what a monkey does? Let's be honest. Do you worry about the fleas? Do you worry about ants?
I feel like if there are aliens traveling through the cosmos, Earth is the planet they fucking cruise by and lock the doors.
No, I think the shitter's full and they stop by Earth.
They're like, oh, fuck that. Don't go there. Don't go there.
They're gonna steal our tires.
No, it's like when people from like Rich Delco, like the Havertown area, when they have to drive near Chester, and they're like, lock the doors, kids.
No, you lock the doors in Chester. That's what you do. I do.
I mean, I live 5 minutes away.
It's a different world. Where you live is like,
I don't live, I call it that, but I like my neighborhood.
I'd fucking live in your neighborhood in 1.9 seconds.
Yeah, my neighborhood's nice.
Yeah, Chester's not.
Everybody's houses are maintained well.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Got a nice, is it Asian neighbors?
I have one Asian neighbor. They're an older couple.
Yeah, right next door.
Yeah.
Right?
He's Caucasian. She is Filipino.
So the Caucasian-Asian connection.
Yes.
It's a wrestling tag team.
And they're lovely people. They're quiet. They keep to themselves. They keep a beautiful yard. I have no problems with my neighbors. I just had new neighbors move into the other side of me.
Bad?
No. They're a younger couple, but they're Muslim.
That's not.
No, I don't care.
Yeah.
And again, same thing. They upkeep their house and their yard, and they're quiet. They keep to themselves. They don't park on my side of the driveway. They're the best neighbors I can have.
When you're throwing a crazy party and you're putting a bucket on the back of your head, do they get annoyed by you?
No, they haven't yet.
Okay.
And we get it in pretty good in the summertime. See, in the summertime, my yard has the fire pit, so we wind up in my yard far more often in the summer than we do in the winter.
Makes sense.
So, yeah, it's a good time. Everybody has fun. They haven't said anything. I like to blast tunes real loud.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah.
I only blast inside my house. And then if I'm in my yard, I'm always have headphones on. Like, I have a hammock. I love my hammock. I love my fucking hammock, dude.
I don't know. I can't. No, it doesn't do it for me.
We have different lives, though.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Somehow we come home from landscaping and I'm like delirious.
Yeah.
And then I've been doing this grounding thing where I take my shoes and socks off and just walk in the grass, which is very nice.
Have you been doing that?
Oh, yeah. It's fucking awesome.
All right, because obviously I'm not going to do it immediately.
And that's the thing we can't do in the winter.
But I've been looking into it more
So
and
have
more
I.
lately, and I'm starting to buy into some of the shit they talk about.
Makes sense.
Like, it really does make sense. And I'll be honest with you, I thought about it after I watched a couple stories about it. Like, I couldn't tell you the last time I walked barefoot in the grass, and that kind of pains me a little bit. Like, that's kind of not cool. Like, you should have a better, somewhat of a connection with the fucking living world around you, I think.
Now, it might be psychological.
And so what if it is?
But I feel better after a long, arduous day. But we're done by like 1 or 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I come home. The sun's moving away from my yard at that point. So it's over there. So it's kind of not shaded, but it's not beating down on you.
Yeah.
And man, I just like walk in the yard for a little bit. And then I lay in the hammock and I just fucking, it's awesome. I nap. I fucking pass out. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I dig it.
It's a good thing. I don't nap.
I'm a napper.
Nah.
Every day.
I don't like to nap.
I didn't nap yesterday. All right, here's what's fucked up at that. So I didn't nap yesterday. I worked. I didn't nap. And then I was, by like 11 o'clock, I was like this. So I went to bed at 11 o'clock, which I never do. And I was up at 5 a.m. because I only sleep 6 hours. Boom, I'm up. Boosty, bop.
Boosty, bop. Start me up.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my God. Fuck that. Did you see the new Rolling Stones music video?
No, but I saw you post shit about it.
I posted the video. You should have watched it.
I didn't have time. You posted it last night.
Well,
I got it last night. I was already at work.
I think it was in the afternoon, but that's fine. Not better. So
I saw that you posted it.
Yes.
After I got to work.
I believe you.
So I didn't look at it because I was at work and then drove straight here because it took me an hour and 45 minutes.
Did it really take you that long?
Yeah.
I'm
because
sorry.
people are driving 35 miles an hour on 95.
Snowmageddon. The Rolling Stones angry. Here we go.
I wonder how snowy. It was pretty snowy out there.
It's not even an inch.
That's what she said.
Because the deck was cleared.
1-3. Order in the sub.
I got the wrong shit. I'm bad at this. I might pay for the YouTube thing.
No, fuck that.
It's $20 a month.
I'm not doing it. That's $120 a year. They can suck my dick.
How much is that in a year, though? It's not that much money.
Yeah, it is.
Can you say it?
Yeah.
This is for you.
Don't get
Angry with me.
Also, I hate this song.
But that's a 30-year-old Mercedes, right?
Yeah, it's like a bad 80s. Yeah.
It's a 20-year-old girl with no ass, and every picture of the Rolling Stones is 50 years old and animated.
Okay, so what I'm seeing is
Yes.
that all the things in the video, not just the car she's in, but all the cars around them appear to be,
Oh, I didn't catch it. So all the cars are old too?
it appears to be everything in the video is
Back in the day.
from the Stones' heyday, so to speak.
So that Mercedes is that old? I thought it was a 90s Mercedes.
What year do you think it is? You said it was a 30-year-old Mercedes.
90s, 30 years ago.
Yes.
So all the pictures are from the fucking 70s.
Well, their heyday.
So are the cars also from the 90s? Their heyday is the 70s, not the 90s.
It seems like they're all at least from pre-2000. We'll say that.
She's not.
No, she is not. She is post-2000.
And this is the worst song probably on the record. It's just how great the record is. This ain't it.
Have you listened to the whole album?
No, I won't do it.
I will. I'll listen to it. I won't pay for it.
No one pays for records. But like,
That's the thing. Nobody buys a record anymore. anymore.
I do. And then this is so fucked up.
Sadly, I don't. And I should.
I always buy this. I want the CD in my hand, which some people still make CDs. Like the new Limp Bizkit record that came out like 2 years ago, it never came out on CD. And I don't know how to download it on my phone permanently. I don't know how to do. I know it sounds dumb to say it out loud. I know how to get the CD, put it in my computer, put the CD onto my phone, and then I have it. But I don't know how to download the new Limp Bizkit record and keep it for the rest of my life on my phone. I don't know how that works.
I don't know. You probably have to have some type of shit.
And I'm not going to sign up for Spotify. I'm not paid for Spotify. I signed up for it.
Spotify can eat my dick.
Yeah, all can eat my dick. I don't give a fuck about it. And then...
Is your music on Spotify?
Of course. It has been for many years.
How much do you make?
Never made a penny. Never made one single fucking check for Spotify. Never. We have 1 million streams of Weapons. Did you know that? We have hit 1 million. We're trying to hit 2 million. I don't think it's going to happen. But it's been streamed 1 million times throughout the world. We have made not one fraction of a penny. Nothing. And it cost, what, $8,000 to make that record? You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, I don't know.
We ain't in it for the money, sir.
No, it's not that. I'm keeping a tally. I'm over, Jesus Christ. And every year it gets worse.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so many guitars.
There's thousands and thousands of dollars in.
I was $100,000 a decade ago.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't even know what the fuck I am.
Not that bad off, but...
I'm bad, dude. But then the thing of it is, right? I'm not married this week, but it's going to happen eventually, I'm sure.
Possibly next week.
Possibly. And then whoever that person is when I die gets stuck with 1 million guitars I have to sell. So that's a thing. Although currently they are willed to King Sam.
As well they should be.
Elliot said to me, he's like, can you will them to me? And I was like, no.
No.
He's like,
Sorry,
I could really get homes for them all, though. And I'm like, yeah. It's not
they have one home.
They have one home.
Yeah. And like I said, as well they should be.
And my most expensive guitar is not even in this house. Not even in this house.
Hey, Sam, get your guitars.
Don't get angry with me.
Don't get angry with me. It's not a good song.
It's not a good song.
The other one's fucking great.
Because you know who wrote it?
Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
That's
fucking A.
Kind of awesome.
I like Lady Gaga. You know why she's not famous anymore?
No.
The theory is that she stepped away from all the black magic bullshit that they do in Hollywood, and they just went...
Good for her.
Obviously, Taylor Swift is, like, inflating it, so...
Oh, she's, what's her name? Aleister Crowley's daughter.
Well, that's not really true.
Isn't it?
Well, you got the wrong guy. Anton LaVey.
That's what I meant. Anton LaVey. Fuck off. Mr. Crowley.
Bum, bum, bum.
It's a great song.
Is it?
I love that song.
What's really great about the first two Ozzy records is they were all in his head, but he couldn't play. So he'd have to like, and then they'd have to put chords around it.
Yeah.
But he had the whole thing. Like the bass player from, hold on, I'm going to get it, Slaughter. Wasn't in Slaughter yet. He was banging around LA because it was 10 years before. And he's the guy who brought Randy in for the audition. And he was under the guise that he'd be the bass player in Ozzy's band, and they just kind of went, yoink.
Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah, which is weird. Sad.
I just watched the thing the other day where Ozzy and his son Jack Osbourne are in a studio, and for some reason somebody plays the original isolated solos that Randy's playing, like on Crazy Train and a couple other tunes.
I saw that.
And dude, they are incendiary.
Yeah.
They're so fucking good.
Yeah.
And so ahead of their time, and dude, like, and that dude was like 22, 23.
Yep. And the real kicker is, and I'm sure you know this, is Quiet Riot had like 2 records before that were released in Japan. So he was coming.
Yeah.
And then Ozzy kind of made him,
It's like, you're about to be amazing.
And he died.
It sucks.
He never went to go solo. He never got to like...
What's your argument to the dudes that say Randy's better than Eddie?
They're wrong. You know why?
Why? That's my question. Why?
2 records. Could he...
Just longevity?
No. There's so much more sonically that Eddie was able to stretch over decades. Because Eddie has a good 25, 30-year recording career. Okay?
Yeah.
Because he did disappear, became like Howard Hughes. He was gone for a long time, right? Like the last record, Tattoo You, or no, what's it called? Another Kind of Truth, a different kind of truth, Van Halen.
Okay.
That had come out. You got to figure they break up with Gary Sharon. It's late 90s, and then there's nothing.
I like how people just pretend that dude wasn't in the band.
It's sad. He's really. It's all right. All right. Before we get to that, we're put a pin in it.
Well, yeah.
I saw with Will T last summer. What's the band called that Gary Sharon's in?
I have no idea.
Yes, you do. They're very fucking famous. Fuck. Am I this old?
Yes.
Oh, I almost had it. More Than Words. Extreme. They're called Extreme.
Yes.
I never saw Extreme live. Nuno Betancourt is picking up the mantle for Eddie post Eddie. Okay?
Yes.
Seeing him live was an experience. I'm glad I did it. He was phenomenal. The singer looks like he was plucked out of a fucking off-Broadway play.
Okay.
His movements are
grand gestures.
And I love grand gestures.
You do. I can vouch for that.
But I can also play to the room.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see them in an arena. You understand? I saw them in like a 2,000-seat venue.
Right.
Not a 3, maybe 1,500. It was sold out. Living Color opened up. It was awesome. Maybe it's 2,000 seats. And it's dirty and it's dingy, and you play to that. Be like, yeah, we're you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a Sabbath show almost. You got to augment a little. Yeah. And it's just like very like voguing and shit. Like and things that you think I would dig.
But not there.
Freddie Mercury, when he did all this shit, never looked contrived. It felt like you're watching Freddie Mercury. Now, interestingly enough, the more famous Freddie got, the less pomp and that shit was there.
Yeah.
Like then a lot of at the piano and hammering through the set and just standing up and like, but when in the 70s when he has the hair and the makeup and the glitter and shit, he's on, but never seemed contrived. It looked like Sharon was doing his job. He sang great. There could have been vocal tracks. I wouldn't know, right? Because the backup vocals were phenomenal. But if the bass player is really doing it,
that's one of the things I hate the most.
What?
And maybe it's just that we've been doing it for so long.
Sure.
Is that you can kind of sniff out bullshit
because it was too perfect. And then
like it's too choreographed.
But I felt like every night he did the same move at the same spot at the same time, and I've never done that because my big influence as a child is Axl Rose, who could be grand gesture guy if he was in the mood, and if he wasn't, you didn't get shit because he wasn't in the fucking mood. Chris Cornell was the same way. Chris Cornell, I've seen put on a phenomenal show, and I've seen him hammer his fucking feet to the stage and just stand there and stare at you and sing, depending on his vibe, right?
And I feel like I do the same thing. Like,
yeah. And there's artisticness to that. It's real. So Gary felt very, very, this is my job. This is the show. Boosty bop. Like, it wasn't good. And even I said boosty bop, in Roth's youth, it wasn't all choreographed. He would do the kick in the beginning and then just be Roth. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Right. You know what I mean? And that's what I love about rock and roll. But he treated it like a Broadway play. He was doing these like things like this. This is the most homosexual looking thing ever. When your other hand's here, you're like, and I'm pretty gay, bro. And I'm like, that's fucked up. Like, whoa. And then he had like, what'd you say?
We established that you're kind of gay.
And then he had like a leg thing happening. He's like, dude, Mr. President. I was like, what the fuck is that? That is not rock and roll, man.
It's not.
And I'm pretty rock and roll. I mean, but I'm pretty rock and roll.
But let's be honest, like, and again, it is about being contrived and choreographed and staged, and because let's all be honest, dude. Freddie Mercury, gay as fuck. We all knew Freddie gay as fuck,
but not contrived.
Super gay.
A lot of integrity there.
But he was just doing his fucking thing, and however the moment struck you, that's what you fucking did.
And some nights are better than others. I've seen footage where Freddie's voice is rough. We still love him, but tonight it was rough, and tomorrow it won't be. Or maybe it will be, and that's the gig. But when everything's too pristine and too perfect, and at the end of this song I do this movement, and like, dude, come on.
And I'm sure, I know I've done it, I'm sure you've done it. Like, you can play 3 shows in 3 weeks, and as a vocalist, those songs are coming out different every time.
Bro, we've been on the road.
Depending on where you were, like, you might decide, tonight I really want to show something off. And I really want to show off vocally and really hit those notes strong and fucking clean and perfect and make them really nice. And a week later, you might be like, fuck it. I'm hammering this motherfucker out. You scream the shit out of him.
I've done that.
Like, we've all done it. That's the thing. Like, you don't know what the fuck exactly.
And then you wake up the next day and your throat's still kind of knocked out because you were screaming at the end of the set too much.
Yeah, and it's awesome. Shit. It's fucking great. I like that better sometimes. Sometimes I wake up and like I feel like I did something. I blew it the fuck out and my fucking throat hurts because I got done and it hurt because I yelled a bunch and then I drank 10 shots of whiskey and smoked 30 cigarettes. So fucking awesome.
In summation of that topic, rock and roll's not a Broadway show.
No,
it shouldn't be a shtick. It should be like this is our performance. Now, Eddie or Randy, your vote.
I'm still gonna say Eddie, but I'm probably my percentages are probably far closer than yours.
I think it's a no-brainer from longevity alone. If the guy didn't get plucked from us, and actually he had planned on leaving Ozzy. Did you know that?
I've heard rumor of that.
Because Ozzy Osbourne on the road, especially then, was a nightmare.
He's a disaster.
He, when he was drunk, would disrespect him all the time because he was a kid and he would treat him like a kid. And then when he died, he's like, oh, he's my best friend. He didn't see it that way. Randy didn't think you were his best friend. Randy thought you were a psychopath. And he's like, I'm going to do another record.
Kind of was.
At the time, fuck yeah. He was a psychopath clear until No More Tears, at least. At least. Remember when he went to the fucking 1989, they do that fucking Moscow Music Peace Festival, and he's on the plane, and he lands, and he couldn't even talk.
Yeah.
He's like, and Zach's like, yeah, we're real happy to be here.
My other favorite story is, and I know it's one of your favorite people, so we'll talk about him for a minute, but our dear friend John Bon Jovi. So, John Bon Jovi, fuck your face. And that was complete sarcasm.
He's a cunt.
No one here likes Bon Jovi. And not his music, just as a
I kind of like some of the music.
I kind of do.
As a person, he's the worst. And remember, he didn't write a lot of those songs.
He's kind of a shitbag.
He's got a co-writer, Desmond Child. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, Desmond Child.
And honestly, I feel like if you're going to talk about Bon Jovi, maybe Richie Sambora is more talented.
No, that's not a maybe.
That's a thing.
Richie can sing better.
He really can.
And he's a monster guitar player.
Yes.
What the fuck else is there? He can't play the drums, okay, maybe, but come on.
So anyway, Bon Jovi tells a story about being on like an early tour with Ozzy. And he said, somehow I wound up sitting on a plane with Ozzy, sitting next to him on the plane. And he's like, Ozzy is so fucked up, he can barely speak. And Ozzy gets up and tells Bon Jovi, I gotta go take a piss. And he walks back to the bathroom, and someone is in the bathroom. And so Ozzy can't get in. And so he just goes back down, sits down next to Bon Jovi, takes the time to like buckle his seatbelt on the plane, and then just pisses his pants.
And Ozzy has zero recollection of this happening.
He's like, eh. And Bon Jovi's like, what the fuck is going on? Like he's on a point where Bon Jovi's still kind of coming along. So like he like looks up to Ozzy and he's like, this dude who I respect just sat down next to me and full on pissed his pants. Like how do you make that function in your head? Like how are you okay with that?
How did Sharon not fucking? Well, she had kids at that point, but she didn't stay on tour with them.
Well,
she would come on.
Sharon saw the fucking dollars rolling in.
Amen.
That's all it was, dude. Fuck that, dude.
You don't think she loves
him? They love each other. The fuck they do.
You don't think she loves him?
No.
All right. I have a theory about this. Okay.
She rode that fucking cash cow all the way to the fucking market.
Here's number one. I've seen him in interviews, and I think Ozzy's, when he's sober, is pretty fucking charming and very likable.
He really is.
And then he got caught about 10 years ago fucking around on Sharon Osbourne, and he's an old man, and he has a girlfriend. And she went on this whatever knockoff of The View that she was on, The Real or some shit.
Yeah, whatever.
And because she was a host. And she was like, at this point in my life, I don't know if I want to deal with this anymore. And I got to be honest, I have been in that other position in my life. Both, actually. I was the bad guy and the good guy, depending on which marriage we're discussing, right? So I've done that to people, and I've had it done to me. And it's very, very upsetting. And like, she could have left then.
Yeah.
But she didn't. Then he got sick. You understand?
Yep.
And so if she really didn't love him, like for real, the money's already there. Everybody knows it would be cut right in the middle. If actually, she'd probably take 75%, to be honest. She probably would. And he'd let her because he's not that guy.
Yeah.
And she could have left, bro. He can no longer really tour. He can't make any more money. That's it. So she stayed. I feel like he's charming as fuck, dude. He's us. We're charming as fuck. Now imagine.
I don't know if I go charming as fuck.
Bro, I live my entire life is sales. And I didn't think of it that way, but I come to your house and I'm like, well, this is an obscene amount of money and you can give it to me right now and I will fix all these leaks in your home or I'm going to go watch TV, boozy bop. And 90% of the time, they're writing a check. So we're charismatic. Yeah. We can make strangers really feel good if we want to.
That's the thing.
And Ozzy can do that times 10. He's fucking Ozzy. She loves him, dude. She loves him. She would have left then.
It could be.
And that's the thing. This was the 87th time she caught him fucking a different chick. It isn't the first time, bro. And she said he was so fucked up in the 80s. If they went to Japan, she had to carry a crowbar to beat the bitches off because he would go into the hotel room and she's there and he's literally rolling around in bed with 3 of them. And they can't even speak English because he's Ozzy. And she'd throw them out of the room. And this happened for decades. Decades, bro. And you know what he said when he got caught? You know I'm in a fucking rock band, right? That's when he got caught 10 years ago. He's like, are you fucking surprised, right? And I remember thinking that in my marriage, like, yeah, I'm in a rock band, though. Are you surprised? Anyway.
For years back in the day, we used to say, I'm in a band. I can do whatever I want. That was like our catchphrase.
I'm in a band was our catchphrase.
I'm in a band. I can do whatever I want.
For 30 fucking years, it's been, I'm in a band. Yeah. And I'd say it like Beavis, I'm in a band. Like, butthead.
Like, you can't just go behind the bar and take, I'm in a band. I can do whatever I want.
And no one stops you. The first time I went into the ladies' room to put my makeup on, because I didn't like being around men anymore, and dude, girls were doing coke on the sink and pissing, like, no, it's fine, it's Vex. And I was like, this is the greatest job in the world. Like, this is it. And you know what I would never say?
What? What would you never say?
I would never imply, I would never infer, and I would never even say out loud that perhaps Rob Reiner fucked a 12-year-old girl to her demise.
I mean, at our core, we're journalists. So we really have to consider integrity into the whole thing.
Yes.
And as we have no viable proof of any of this.
Because she's dead.
And there are no eyewitnesses to such thing that, haven't been covered up or paid off or whatever.
Or killed themselves.
Or all those things, or just became friends with the Clintons. Who knows? But as a journalist with integrity, we could never come on this program and say that Rob Reiner sodomized the small child to the point of her demise. We can't do that because, we're journalists.
Fuck them all to death!
Fuck them all to death!
Fucking, yeah. There's a whole story I sent us on the chat. Did you see that?
I can't, no.
It's a whole thing. There's, well, you know what? We'll wait for next week for more child endangerment fucking welfare shit.
It's my favorite topic.
It's my favorite topic. That's dark.
Yeah, I'm fucked up. What are you going to do? I'm going to panic, do whatever I want.
That's a thing, bro. It's a fucking thing.
It is.
Would you do anything else with your life if you could?
Fuck no.
Me either.
Wouldn't change if I could. Wouldn't change if they could. Dividing the system like a true modern day Robin Hood.
Making their way.
The only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow.
Oh my God. Did you see the Boss Hogg story I sent?
No.
The actor who portrayed Boss Hogg is
yes, I did.
He's a genius. Yeah. He's a genius. Fucking Boss Hogg's a genius. Doing something wrong. All right, here we go.
1, 2, 3.
All right, number 1. Thank you for watching us through Snowmageddon. We can't say, for real.
We're happy to be here for you.
No Tiffany. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode number 221 of the Vex on Vex podcast. Morning radio episode 54. Dave.
Yes.
Thank you for your time.
Always a pleasure, sir. We missed the hole.
We do miss the hole. Next week, Ron's going to be here.
And hopefully the hole will be back.
Maybe Gail will come through and get shit-faced.
I hope so. I hope all those things happen.
This Fire Pants might be here.
Even better.
And I know we could guild Angie into catering if everybody shows up.
Super. I like all these options.
So this is Vex X and Dave telling you to stay frosty.
Stay hydrated.